Remember the big map that we got from the tomb of Dorina, I think it was?
Yeah.
If you could throw that up on the at some point or put it side by side or something,
Yeah,
there's
we'll do. We'll do.
this that I think that will help.
Mm.
We'll turn this into a more of a simple logic problem, I think.
Do.
Bash knows nothing of these paths. It just makes me very nervous that there's one that has nothing coming back from it. Like that. That seems like a very, very bad sign, or a really good sign, I guess.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, there's an argument for both of them, and the fact that Suzanne as Blodgett uh, has never led us astray. Um, she said take the was it left, right, or what was it, Victor? I get them mixed up. That
I think
well,
we
how-
finally decided we were going left, right? Because that's when the one that had the footprints.
only going one way, I think, or was it the
So
right?
the path to the left only has footprints going one direction. The path to the right has footprints going back and forth. The break occurs about right here.
I originally said right, but everybody was talked me into the left.
No, you said right then, the right path, the right hand, right path.
Yeah,
The
where the
one with
path, where the
footprints going back
footprints are
and
going
forth.
both ways, but everybody else wanted to go the one that is one way. So
No, I think I recall wanting to go the path that is traveled both directions.
Well, I think Ben wanted to go the path left because that's one that Batman takes.
That's when the
All
Batman.
I said is that's what the direction Batman would go. I did not say we should
Yes.
follow in Batman's lead. I just said Batman would go to the left.
So the one with the
go with the
tracks
Pink
that
Panther.
Victor, could you draw a line, a temporary line at the fork, basically just showing just the direction that path goes in, at least as which I know we can't see it very
No,
far.
I'm happy to.
I just want to make sure that we're actually choosing the path that we agree on. If that does that make sense?
It does.
Because I think left or right, it's more to actually stick it on there might help us as a visual aid.
Right, Victor. I've been nerfed.
Yep,
You've been nerfed.
I've
he's
been
been
nerfed.
nerfed. I would rarely lead you astray.
We just not do that because it's really cool. Come on, Victor.
So those are the two
rule of
directions,
cool.
left and right.
Okay. And which one has two sets of footprints?
The right.
Two sets of footprints. Fucking one set of footprints.
Huh. That almost doesn't make sense. One set of footprints for the red?
No. One set of footprints for the yellow.
Okay.
Two sets of footprints for the red. Leoman's hut for the green.
Okay.
And no Brandon.
What'd you say?
I said no.
Damn it.
Got an idea. Let me look at the tracks again.
Really cool.
Frederick's another tracking. I want to. Is it? Can I actually count the numbers of footprints going back and forth? Can I see if they're even, or is there an asymmetrical relationship? Is there more heading in one direction than another?
The relationship is asymmetrical. There are a lot more heading from the red to Sizith Morcane than anything else. But the ones that are heading from the red to where you came from are pretty old, like months old. but you can tell that there were a lot of them. That's the only reason you can even see them.
But months old.
Months old, yeah.
Okay,
You're the
that
tracker.
All of the recent tracks, they're pretty even as far as number of people. It's yeah, of the recent tracks, there are not a huge number going in either direction. Of the recent tracks, you would say probably it's pretty hard to tell. Give me another
yeah,
check,
let me do that.
because you're gonna be. And actually, hold on. So
Because I'm asking for something specific about the tracks.
right, and at this very moment, you guys are inside the hut still, because it's just been 8. I'm sorry, John. I was meant to text you. It's just been 8 hours, and you guys have rested, gotten your spells back, and you feel ready to go another day. You were you there for last session, John? You weren't, were you?
He was
No,
not.
you didn't miss much. The party left the. They came back to the dungeon. What'd you guys do? You came back to the dungeon. You found that the slaves had been. They had come out of the caves, the cages where they were, because you hadn't actually locked them in. You had just said, "Stay here, so you're safe." They had stayed there for at least a day or two. Then they had been in a fight with a bunch of bugbears that they had fended off, with all the loot that they grabbed from inside the place. Um, and then after that, there was a fight with some drow that they did not fend off, and they lost. And you guys came downstairs into the big giant cavern to see where the slaves had gone to, and see if you could find the path to Miramidra. And you found out what happened to the slaves, and that is that they had been turned into vampires.
Along with our bugbear friends.
Along with your bugbear friends. That's right. Folk, the big leader bugbear, is now Folk, the vampiric bugbear. I mean, he's not happy about it, but what are you gonna do?
Either I kind of like Folk.
Yeah.
That big burly bugbear.
Mm-hmm. So you fended them off, beat the shit out of them actually, and then went on to go into the caverns. And you're currently on your way to Miramidra. There was another sentence I was going to say, and I can't remember what it was, but you decided to rest for the night. It's a very long path. You're in deep caverns, like very natural caverns. It's a very, very long path. You guys have gone several miles, rested for the night, and you're just now waking up. And the best part of waking up is monsters in your cup.
It's checking for your wandering monster encounter in your breakfast cereal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great part of this nutritious meal.
So good. All right. Make sure that I've got all my notes. Yes, I do, mostly.
John, are you joining us this evening, or?
Yes, John's joining. He's still getting his computer sorted out. He's
okay, gotcha.
Just resting
Yeah.
until now. Zag will be on as well. He's coming on about 7.
Okay. Hello, John.
Cold beaners. And the other thing, John, is you can see the Dorina's map shows that there's a straight path to the Lake of Shadows, but in reality, there's a fork. And you guys are at the fork.
Oh, I think John wanted to know what happened to the prisoners. Did you mention that?
Yeah, that's what I was just
I
telling him.
got home safe.
Okay, you did. Okay, yeah.
The prisoners were all saved and they're happy and there's no problems whatsoever.
They're so glad that we came along to rescue them again and again until
Also, you
they
have one
died of
with you.
happiness.
You have one with you, though, right? You have what's his nuts with you? Ray or Billy Joe? Squidward. You have Squidward with you. That's the name of the prisoner who's with you. All right. So you guys are up, ready to go. It's been a long night. You've rested, and you head back out. What are you guys doing as you head back out? How are you doing that?
Guess we're just gonna.
Lodges in the rear, looking for vampires sneaking up
Okay,
on
the
us.
moment you actually get out, you notice something a little odd.
Okay.
There seems to be a small fire. Like someone built a campfire about 200 feet away in the darkness. Like you can make out a campfire out there. It's hard to spot anyone out there, but you can definitely make out a campfire.
Okay. Froderick's gonna duck back into the alcove, the sanctuary or hut or the whatever. Um, yeah, and cast my usual preparatory spells, which I will list here.
Okay.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
do
say,
the same.
I don't know what this fire is or who it is, but every time we meet someone in this place, it either ends poorly for us or them or both. So we should either avoid them or just kill them outright. Because at this point, nothing positive can come from an encounter.
Well, that's one way of looking
The
at it.
wisdom of Ben.
Well, I don't think Dessa turned out too badly.
Well,
Okay, that's
She didn't
fair, sort of.
That
I mean,
was a
it went
random
badly
encounter
for
that you
her.
saved.
Huh?
it's about the
That
best
wasn't
it's
someone you
ended.
met along the way. That was a prisoner that you released.
And I mean,
Well,
argue
that and threw a fireball and some other things at by
Couple of
accident,
them.
collateral
right,
damage,
yeah.
but she took it in her usual good drow humor.
I
By
mean,
which I mean not at all.
yeah, trying to kill the cleric is pretty good draw humor, I think. So yeah.
I still think that was about the best ending for anyone who's encountered us yet.
I think you're right, actually.
She lived.
Yeah, she left with more hit points than she came to us with. That
Yeah.
is a rare thing indeed. I think that's what you're getting at.
No, she's
All
not
right,
still with you.
I'll give you that one. That one turned out relatively okay, but you know.
But in general, you're right, Ben. There is a pattern.
Pretty low bar.
I'm
Yeah,
noticing.
she got while the getting was good. She ran.
So
Yes,
the fire is behind us, like where we came from,
Hold on one second.
or is it ahead?
It's ahead of you.
Left or right?
So I'm drawing. It's on the map. So
Okay.
you put yourselves in a bit of an alcove. And the fire is 200 feet this way. I'm trying to count the things. So these are each 5, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, blah, blah, blah. Fuck it. It's right there.
Okay. And the fork is in the paths is ahead or
The
behind?
path's further down.
Further down, past
The
the
fork
fire.
is further down past the fire. Yeah, you guys backed up until you found an alcove you could hide in.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Uh, Maybe do a fresh tracking roll and try to figure out also if there's anybody to the west of us, because the fire could have been laid there as a diversion for somebody to sneak up on our flank.
Okay, so you're gonna go out and start searching tracks. What's everyone else gonna do?
LJ will get with Ben and he'll say when it comes time to engage, when discussing if they're friend or foe, to start with, it should be just you and I to go out, and we can write out like a couple of badass centaurs and just leave the diplomacy for me.
Okay. Blodgett, Lev, or Garlos, you're gonna do it. So Frederick is outside the hut looking at tracks. Is anyone else gonna do anything besides hang out inside the tent?
Lev cannot leave without the tiny hut dissipating.
All right. Frederick, give me a tracking roll.
There it is.
Thank you very much.
I think I'm just gonna hang loose and weapons ready.
Okay, so you're still inside, hang loose, weapons ready, good to go. Some. Okay, Frederick, you detect that there were about 4 sets of prints. Looks like drow. They definitely came from this direction towards that direction. But you're 100% sure that some of them have doubled back about the time the dispel magic is cast upon you.
Okay.
Give me a spot check to see if there's any surprise on your end.
Not likely. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know. They got a pretty good hide roll.
29.
Yeah, no, there's surprise on your end. So, all right. Dispel magic. What is your casting level, Frederick?
I think it was 8. I think if I'm reading this right.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I can't remember. All right. And what level are the 3 spells that you've cast? Cat's Grace, Barkskin, and Greater Magic Weapon.
Let's see. Magic Weapon Greater is 3rd. Barkskin and Cat's Grace, I think, are. Let me take a look.
One of those I think is 2nd, but I think the other one might be
Yeah,
3rd.
Barkskin is 2nd level. Cat's Grace is. I'm trying to remember.
I think that's second level as well, because both.
I think so,
second
yeah.
level.
Try that. Okay.
Cool.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
I would think 2nd level as well. Yeah, it is 2nd level.
Oh, so it's just the caster's level. Okay. All right. So you still have your Cat's Grace. The other 2 are dispelled.
Wonderful.
Someone throws a rock next to you. Let me just make sure you didn't completely fuck that up. Okay, yeah, there's a rock next to you. And okay, and the third thing that occurs is a very familiar elven face appears.
I was wondering if somebody was behind us.
Good wonder, by the way. The face is that of a young elf. She's priestly garbs, but she looks dead and tired, but mostly dead. But when she looks at you, you recognize that this is the face of one of the Jar priestesses that you've killed, and you recognize the hate and the just complete abysmal desire for your absolute death and vengeance that's going on here behind these cold, dark eyes. It's almost a paralyzing glare, and by paralyzing glare, I mean, give me a DC 19 will save, please.
Very well. Okay, good. That's going to be. Let's see, 10. Wisdom, 2. And. Okay. 22.
All right, you are not paralyzed. And the last thing that happens is another elf. This looks to be one of the officer types. in the room with all the prisoners, there were 2 elves, 2 drow that were the officers. They both carried 2-bladed swords. One of them has charged at you out of the darkness. And because of the fact that the terrain is insanely rocky and difficult to run over, she is not able to charge. Instead, she just does a full move and ends in your space. And it is initiative. Go ahead and everybody roll initiative. Currently, you guys heard Frederick go outside. You don't hear anything unusual happening. As a matter of fact, it's completely silent.
Actually, Victor,
Yes.
because of the nature of Layman's tiny hut, we can see outside of it, but they cannot see into
Oh,
its
that's right. You
being.
have the big glass
We should
wall
be able
around
to
it.
see him being accosted.
All right. You see him being accosted. Initiative, please. 25. You were literally tied with the monsters. I have not rolled a decent initiative fucking just ever. Apparently I just can't. That's the one thing that my monsters cannot do is roll a good initiative.
I think it's a monsters thing because I started playing math with my kid and using dice and monsters, and every time I roll for the monsters, they always miss. Like it's terrible.
Yeah, it's a monster thing.
And like I'm not even doing it on purpose. It's just every time the monster rolls, it misses. I'm like this
There
doesn't
you
make
go.
sense.
That makes sense. Initiative for Bash. Do I have it? Oh, 23. What did I miss? Blaz. Okay. Blodgett. What's your initiative? Suzanne's okay, so Blodgett. That's funny. All right. Top of the round. Lead us off, if you would, please, Frederick.
Okay. The priestess that's right next to me.
It's not a priestess right next to you. That is one of the officers who's wielding a 2-bladed sword, and seems to be very displeased with your existence. Oh, Suzanne, please roll initiative. Frederick is outside the hut checking for tracks. Someone cast a dispel on them. A person looked at him with like absolute hatred in their eyes. One of the priestesses that he had killed previously, and tried to paralyze him with her paralyzing glare of hatred of death. Thank you.
So the priestess is by the water pool.
Yes. The officer is by the Frederick.
Bash. Oh my
Roderick steps back 10 feet, just about the edge of that circle. And can I still shoot my bow at, not, I mean, yeah, 5 feet. I'm sorry, 5 feet. Uh, and loose all 3 volleys at the priestess?
Yes, you can. Only moving 5 feet, you can still make your full attack. Yes.
Okay, that's what I do. Let's see. So putting in the attack rolls as I boom. Wow. Okay. Exact same number. There you go.
Okay.
Any of them hit?
All 3 of them are going to hit.
Okay. Okay.
Roll
I
damage,
ask
please.
for damage next.
Yes, please roll damage. Next up is going to be Bash. Your turn, sir. You can see outside the hut that Frederick is getting attacked. What is your move? I can't hear you.
Can I see the one that's by the pool, or can I only see the one attacking Frodrick?
Brandon, you tell me.
He should be able to see them both.
Yeah, what can I tell about the one that's? I mean, me being Bash and not an elf expert, about the one that's by the pool and the pool itself. I'm also curious about that.
Interesting.
Okay, let me get these in triads.
Okay.
There we go.
And Frederick, is that not counting the greater magic weapon? Because
That
that's
is
been
not
dispelled.
counting it. That is correct.
Okay. I wanted to make sure
I
that we
did
were on
not
the same
add that
page.
in.
Bash, you can see both the elf over here and the one over here. They've both come out of hiding. And it looks that the one over here is cleric type, being attacked with arrows. The one over here is a definite fighter type, attacking Frederick with a two-bladed sword.
Okay. What about the pool of water that's right there? What kind of pool is that? Can I tell
Basically,
anything about
it's
that?
the same water. So I'm going to give you a quick reminder of this entire cavern.
Okay.
You will find pools of water. There are whole sections for like hundreds of feet that are submerged.
Okay.
There are pools of water everywhere. There are the caverns range in width from 5 feet wide to 20 feet wide. The tunnels, it ranges in height from 30 feet high to 80 feet high. Yeah, it's a very natural cavern. You cannot charge or do a full run in this cavern because it is
Okay.
complete. Like if you've ever gone caving, it's that.
Got you. The
It's
terrain's
that
just
level.
got you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So when
Okay.
this elf ran up to Frodrick, he was basically expending his entire move to get just that far and could not charge him. He couldn't get a
Okay.
straight line to Frodrick. He just basically kept moving till he was right next to him.
Can I move as close as I can get to the elf attacking Frodrick, but in between the two, if that makes sense? In between the two elves. Sorry, I should be more specific.
Like here?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yes, you probably can make that.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I hear somebody at the door.
It's a wandering monster.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the drought. Don't go.
Don't do it.
Land
Are you-
shards. Land drow.
So Ben, your goal is just to make it difficult for that person to see the other person, or what do you want to do? Which way are you trying to face, and what are you trying to do? Just
I want
moving that
to.
area?
I want to face the one who's currently engaged with Frodrick. I'd like to attack it, but I don't think I can do that this turn.
Yeah, you can't
But
do
that
both.
right.
Get into that area and do that as well.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to be there next time for that.
All right, you will be there. Frederick, your arrows definitely do enough damage. You will be able to kill this drow right there. Success. LJ, your turn,
And
sir.
stay down.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe not. Yeah, it's true.
LJ, your turn. Oh, he just ran off. Blodgett, your turn.
Blodgett is going to. There's only one left.
There's only one left. Yeah, only one you can see there.
Blodgett's gonna hold his action
Okay.
and keep a lookout to see if there's anybody else lurking around.
Okay. We have another person who needs to go first. Okay, Brandon. LJ and Lev can take their turns.
Okay, cool. There's just one left. LJ will ride out pretty much in the straight direction he's facing to flank the drow with the two-bladed sword.
Not 9-bladed, not 2-bladed, not 3-bladed, but 9-bladed sword.
Ah.
All right, and what is Lev gonna do?
Oh.
Lev is going to come to the edge of the tiny hut and he's going to pull out his little daylight stone
Mm-hmm.
and chuck it as far down the path that we're headed as he can. Which him being
Okay, so
pretty
this
small, I
way?
don't.
Out this direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Give
him
me
being pretty
give me
small, I don't think it'll be far, but
give me a basically an attack roll as if you were throwing a dart.
okay.
And Garlos.
He,
23.
Okay. All right, Garlos comes about and attempts to smite. That will hit. That will hit the officer. All right, he is or she is definitely, well, I mean,
Smitten.
definitely smitten with you. Bash. The officer looks at you, and you recognize her as the officer that you gave the killing blow to way back all those days ago when freeing the slaves. Give me a will save, pretty much, please, sir.
Okay, I killed an elf. I don't remember killing an elf.
You killed a drow. Drow
Oh,
are
okay.
elves.
Yeah, well then, yeah, I probably did.
Killed a lot of them.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid drow coming back.
Look it up, brother.
21.
It's called a revenant. Okay, you successfully do not just are not quaking in your boots, which is a good thing.
I mean, if I do quake in my boots, at least I'm now a centaur.
True. What's your armor class? It's still 26, yeah?
Yes, 25. I'm sorry.
25. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. She attacks you. Two-bladed sword. Two-bladed hits. No, 25. One hit. Oh no, she's also doing a vengeful strike. So 2 hits. Jesus. Okay. Oh, the second blade. Oh, nice. Damn, didn't crit. All right. It's kind of rude. They can crit at you, but you can't crit at them. That is kind of rude, actually.
Nature of undead.
Yeah.
Unless you have, I think there's a variant rule I've seen where you can do a critical versus undead.
30
It's
points
in
of
another
damage, Ben.
book. Huh?
30 points of damage, Ben.
I got
To
it. Thank you.
Bash. You're very welcome. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Next up, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Kill a player with my toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, no, no. Yes, but. Double check on that one. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so. The other officer comes out of hiding and will flank you. And a drow priestess, eerily similar to the first drow priestess you just killed, steps forward and casts a spell upon. She can see LJ, so she shall cast it upon him. LJ, give me a saving throw. Or no, is that no. Crickety crimey. Actually, question, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna do. If you have you're in the Leoman Sunning Hut, and someone casts an area effect spell, let's say it affects everything in 20 feet, and they're standing right outside the hut. Are people in the hut affected?
Let me check on that.
Thank you.
It says missiles, weapons, and most spell effects can pass through the hut without affecting it, although the occupants cannot be seen from outside the hut. So
Okay,
I
cool.
suppose it can.
Yeah, I don't think it's a prismatic wall. It
Yeah,
doesn't quite work like that.
20 feet away. All right. Well, since nothing else that, anyway. LJ, do not worry about a spell being cast upon you because it's a touch spell, and instead they are going to cast Circle of Doom.
Oh,
Doom!
Oh, cast Doom upon him?
Yes, Tiny Doom.
That's kind of like, was like the opposite of Bless or something.
It's much more than the opposite of
that's
Bless.
a
It's a painful opposite of Bless.
that's a
Ah,
Pathfinder spell. What?
It's a fair run spell. Forgotten Realms.
huh. Never heard of it.
Okay. I've never. What does it do?
Radius of 22 feet. Fucking piece of shit. Goddamn. Okay. Everyone gets a Fortitude save. DC is 19. Let me know if you miss it.
Okay, checking. Fortitude. There's my dice. Fortitude is.
LJ got a 24, so he's good.
16 points of damage to everyone but Garlos. If you save, you take half damage.
Hey,
What
quick
is?
question. How do fortitude saves work? What do I roll for that?
Look at your Fortitude, roll a d20
Miraculously
plus your
got a
Fortitude.
23.
Oh, okay. I just thought my fortitude was ridiculous, but okay.
What's your Fortitude?
Oh, that's
18.
right.
It is
It's a
ridiculous. You're a
plus 18.
centaur.
So basically, if you roll higher than a 1, you make your
Yeah,
saving throw.
I made it. Sorry. I just wanted to
No,
double
no
check that.
problem.
I thought maybe my character sheet was off.
Ben, can you roll for Nail, the son of Ulrich, the blacksmith? His Fortitude save is +5, nowhere near as powerful as yours. Can he survive? Dun dun
What,
dun!
what did he need?
Um,
He got a 17.
he makes it then. He gets a +5, so 17 plus 5 is 22.
Okay.
Flying colors even. 16 points of damage to anyone who did not make their save. All of you who did, you take 8 points of damage.
Okay, 8 points.
8
Recordings.
Somehow, Lev made that save.
Good
Probably
job,
the
lad.
first fortitude save he's made.
All right, and then the other officer will flank and attack. Fortunately for you, the undead do not get to keep their sneak attack bonus. Otherwise, that would be your ass. Although literally and figuratively, it is your ass. However, yes, they can crit you, which they do. All right. So this officer, Ben, you are hit frequently from behind 12 plus 24 is 36. And a 1 on the crit roll. So whopping total of 48 points of damage. Still pretty significant, all things considered.
Yeah, I'm not quite halfway, but it's definitely
They're
significant.
working you. They're working you. They're going to get you. The one behind is like, you can move to the side, son. I got issues with the guy behind you. Anytime you want to get your hairy horse ass over, get a piece of the Frederick pie. All right. That is their attacks. Those are their attacks. Yeah, one of them attacked. Yeah, one of them attacked Bash. The other one attacked Bash. And one of them cast a spell. Next up, top of the round, is Frederick.
Okay, this is something. How tall are these? Are the centaurs?
About 7
Size
feet
of a
tall.
horse?
About the size of a horse.
Okay, I want to do something a little different this time.
Sure.
I want to drop down to one knee and shoot under LJ at the priestess. Because that would just be cool.
I will definitely give you that at a -3.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right, go for it.
All right,
You can take your full volley.
very good.
I
Let's
used to
see,
be
that's
a
gonna
Centaur
be
like you,
put in the
and I
attack
took an
rolls.
arrow to the knee.
Right?
Oh, actually, that's gonna be. Whoop, my bad. Oh, I got to take off the 3. There we go.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't even.
Oh man.
You know, what actually kills these guys? Anything?
Looks like something's made. The other elf is still lying on the ground. So
Okay, but the
one
one
is
came
lying on
back
the ground.
instantly, right? Like I'm understanding that correctly.
You're not. One is lying on the ground dead over here.
Right.
And another one walked out of the shadows and cast a spell.
Okay,
But that one looked a lot like the one we just killed, right?
Looks exactly like the one you just killed.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Okay.
not
So
my
either
best
they-
shots. Any hits?
None. As a
Hmm.
matter of fact, all 3 missed.
Hmm.
And she absolutely laughs and says, "You're not fucking with some weak ass." I don't
Yeah.
know. Basically, like, how would Julie talk about Tracy in a negative manner? Like, you're obviously, you may have been a match for my sister, but you're no match for me, and you know it. All right, Bash, your turn, sir.
I'm going to attack the one right in front of me.
In front of you? You're gonna kill them again?
Might as well.
Ben,
What's going on?
and you were a choir boy.
Gate. I'm sorry.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
Father Mulhaney will hear about this.
Let's see. 35
Do
to
you
hit.
think? Hold on. Quick question, guys. Do you think I can get in trouble for using the actual name of a priest who left a parish because of accusations of child molestation in a book where the priest is accused of child molestation?
Was it proven?
Maybe.
I mean, like,
If you mention his real name, you'll have to be real careful to make sure everything is alleged.
Okay, we'll do.
or
And
just spell
nothing is ever
spell the
proven in the
name.
book. Nothing is ever proven in the book.
Right, but like in the real world, if it's proven, then it's not libel. Like if it's true, it's
Right.
not libel.
Right.
But you could also
So
just
if
change the spelling a hair.
That's not a bad idea. I think I will change the spelling a hair. I will change a hair of his spelling.
Yeah, if you do that, you can say whatever you want.
All right, we'll do.
And you just say in the beginning of the book
you're
that
not
everything's
because
based on
if he comes
fictional
forward,
characters and not real people, you know.
if he
I'm a
comes
different kind of
forward,
rules lawyer here, huh?
I mean that's not. You weren't talking about him.
Yeah, I was just talking about some other Lynch.
Yeah.
Finch.
Well, it's
Called
like in
Bobby
the
Based-
old
Finch.
TV show, the FBI. They always
Mhm.
just say based on actual events.
Based on.
Based on.
Well, or like Law and Order's like this is not based on a real case, and you're like, but I just heard about this on the news 20 minutes ago. How can this not be?
Now, I see that in movies too. They say that these are not based on characters either in fiction, even if it's a historical drama.
Right.
Yeah.
They always put that shit in
Clearly,
there.
NBC
They're
had an
based on
agenda
these.
It's called
tonight.
CYA.
All right. I shall cover the ass then. Thank you. Thank you very much for that side. All right, Ben. Apologize. Bash. What does Bash do
35 to
against?
hit. Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay. I gotta roll some more.
You can take your full attack if you want.
I will definitely take advantage of that because
All right.
21 for damage on the
All
first
right.
one. Roll the next one, which is what, 15.
Sorry.
$26 to hit on the next one.
That also hits.
Six again. $15 for damage.
All right.
That one. And then let's see. Are you kidding me? 18 for the last one.
That last one actually also hits.
Zag.
Thank you, sir.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Joe.
3. Oh, nice. Well, that's finally good. 24 for damage on that one.
He survives. So far. We'll see.
Oh wait, hey LJ, how does that kicking him with the hooves thing work? Isn't that like
haven't
a
tried
isn't
it.
that like a built-in feature of centaurs that follows their attack?
You can
Isn't
give
that
it
No.
a
a free
shot.
action? I swear
No,
I
it
read that
is
on the
not.
internet, but okay,
It's not.
I'll
Don't
accept
believe
that.
everything you read on the internet.
Hey, Ben, you're getting feisty here. I like it.
No, I'll accept it,
Yes.
but I swear I read that on at least 2 websites. I don't know if they have any validity, but they said there was a free action where the centaur gets to kick with his hooves.
I mean, you
I see
could.
Brandon's
I
getting
would.
to you, isn't he?
Love is definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Brandon is definitely getting to you.
It's nice being a
Ben,
centaur.
I would give it to you. Maybe.
It's all right. No, it's okay. It's no problem.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that.
No, it's okay. Yeah, you know, once I'm done with school, I'll go get the manual and just become a little barracks lawyer.
There you go.
But in the meantime, no, I'll take what I can get. 3 attacks is plenty.
Yeah, in the full attack, it does show a full attack, but it also shows.
It's not a big deal. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Oh, no, as a centaur, as character, you do not gain that, and that would make sense because Ben, you
Okay.
did not grow up as a horse.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
a valid point. I accept that.
Yeah.
What if I go live with the centaurs for a couple weeks? Can I learn it?
If you have like a feat that you have left over, you could definitely go live with the centaurs and try to learn that. I would 100% go with that. Live with your people.
You know, when I was redoing his character sheet last week, he had like 4 feats he just hadn't spent.
Well, yeah. Okay, like in all reality, I have the same problem with like video games. I forget to level up, or I level up and I forget to go like put my points into anything for like 5 or 6 levels at a time.
This dude's been rocking it at like a level 11 or 12 since like January.
But like, you know, I also like keep running in and out of the door so that I can, you know, drink potions and stuff.
Also true. All right. Next up is
Why is this game so hard? Oh, it's
Having Brandon on your side is kind of like having a ring of wishes, isn't it?
kind of, yeah.
rough equivalent. Yeah. LJ,
Hey, let me
speaking.
unlock 3 or 4 feats that I'm not using. Oh,
Speaking of
cool.
centaurs,
My character
LJ,
can do
your turn,
that.
sir.
What?
Your turn, LJ.
Okay. LJ is I forget, because the guy is already engaged on several sides. If I disengage from him, does he still get an attack of opportunity?
Regrettably so, yeah.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
How unfair. And they're so high level, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. I'm going to go engage the. I'm gonna go engage the guy attacking Bash from behind.
Okay.
My armor class
Ooh,
is
do a
30.
little horsey 69.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
I'm like, all right, you guys have this one.
All right, this is crap. Google like is way too aware of my life because I start typing something in to Google and it automatically pulls up 3.5 stuff because it knows I'm playing D&D on two hands.
Yep.
That's some
Wow.
scary shit.
That's pretty wild.
Like there were a lot of ways that search could have gone, and it immediately jumped. Okay.
What's your
Okay.
AC? Brandon,
Vic,
what's your
you have
AC
joined the
again?
text chat.
30.
Cool.
That's going to miss by a hair. All
Can
right,
I,
you're able to
because
get
I'm
an
moving.
attack in on Homegirl.
Okay, cool. Oh man, we can't crit against them, can we?
They're slightly undead, I'm afraid.
That sucks because I rolled 2 crits. I rolled a
I
natural
believe
20
you.
and an 18. Fuck. So that will be 39 and
22 total. Thank you, Zach.
36.
Both of those hit.
Okie doke.
Zag, so you guys were in Leoman's tiny hut, courtesy of Lev, spellcaster du jour, and yeah, 4 remnant, yeah, not magic user, but yeah, you have 2 revenants, drow. These are the drow captains you killed in the room with all the slaves. The very same drow captains are back for more. And one is on either side of Bash. One LJ has just attacked. And then the two drow female priestesses, one attacked priestessauruses. One attacked from over here, and Frederick filled her full of fangs. And the other one came around to the side and did a circle of doom, and caused everyone damage. You happened to be on the other side of the tent, so you did not take damage.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be 41 damage, Victor.
All right. And next up, as a matter of fact, because you rolled a 22, is Blas. What would you like to do, sir?
The revenants are undead, yes?
Yes,
Yes.
they are.
Okay, so my acolyte and I, he's not acolyte, my cleric fighter guy and I are going to concentrate on turning undead. So 2
You
rolls.
will have to come out of you're currently all inside the hut. You'll
Oh.
have to come out of the hut. The entrance is over here where Lev is. You'll have to come out of the hut and then face them and turn undead upon them.
Can we do all that in one turn?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Then we'll do all that.
By the way, Vic, in some of the variance rules for turning undead, is there, like, instead of rebuke, can you spank undead?
That's in a different variant than we currently
Okay.
are playing, but
It was purely for cinematic reasons. That's the only
it's,
reason I was
it's not
asking.
impossible.
Okay. Because it would be funny.
Blas, you and your acolyte step outside, and you attempt to call the power of Ananya to
Of
what do you
Jesus.
call it? Yes,
And?
basically. And you realize you are in the middle of a silence 15-foot radius spell.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yep, that's turning undead right there. Motherfucker.
It's a good thing that if an enemy is casting silence in your area, you can make a will save to negate it for yourself.
They
They did not cast silence in your area at all.
Is that right?
You walked into their silence. You can't will to save out of the silence you walked into.
Hmm. Interesting.
All right, next up is Blodgett.
Can I keep on moving out of the silence spell for the remainder of my action?
So where am I on the screen now?
You are right there on the screen.
Okay.
And yes, you can.
Go
What-
pick their pockets.
So please move me and my acolyte to a place that's outside the silent spell, please.
Which direction do you want to go in? Because you don't know exactly where it began. It began.
I just
Actually, none of you
heading east until I can hear my footsteps.
east. Okay. You'll be
Is
able
the
to
only
get-
way out where Lev is?
Correct. And Blas, you cannot yet hear your footsteps, but considering the size of the spells in general, you're pretty sure you're near it.
Oh,
So yes, Blodgett, the only way out is where Love is.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out. Invisible, of course, just in case
Mhm.
I ever run into someone who can't see me.
Okay.
And I'll back up Froderick and see if I can make an opportunity. I'll observe.
Okay. Back up Frederick and observe. Cool. And Lev, your turn.
Lev is going to cast a little disintegrate on the priestess.
Okay, sounds good. Except that Lev cannot be heard to cast disintegrate.
Still?
You're in the fucking spell range.
Okay,
Because
hold
you
on.
might want to put the circle of doom on that, or the silent
if
spell.
if we walked into this spell,
When you stepped up to throw the daylight stone, you realized you could no longer hear your feet.
oh,
No, you didn't
okay.
step up because you fly. When you flew up, you didn't hear any difference.
Okay, then I will fly a little bit further towards the drow priestess.
Okay, you're still inside the hut.
Yes.
Okay, so you fly over towards the drow priestess.
There is some region within this hut that is not silent, or else I would get a will save because we haven't left.
you just you don't have to. Why are you?
I
What?
can't
What?
hear much of you. What?
Why are you focused on the will save?
Because I would like to cast my spell.
Well, they just head east out of the fucking hut until you hit non-silence.
He can't, otherwise the hut's dispelled. Well, actually, Ben's follower is the only one left inside. And if you want your guy to come out and join you or do something, you can totally do that.
Actually, leave it up if you can. I've got an idea.
If I can cast it there, I'll cast it there. I'm going to remain invisible, though.
You get over there and cast Disintegrate. What is the DC?
It is a Fortitude save of 6 plus 5, 20.
Cast 5th level belch.
5th level belch indeed. And what happens if they make the save?
If they make the save, then they still take 5d6 of damage.
Why don't you roll some damage?
How much damage do I roll? Do I roll 20d6?
5d6.
Oh, well. Yeah, how did he make the Fortitude save if he's undead? He doesn't have a Constitution score. Is this raw save 20?
Roll 5d6.
This is weird, man.
If you ever saw God, I think you would look at him in the face and say, "So what the fuck with zebras?"
I would.
I don't disagree with that assessment. I don't disagree with that assessment at all, actually.
18.
18. All right. God is
Well,
pleased at this
dude.
amount of damage. All right. The cold, dead eyes of the Drow priestess look in your direction with a kind of a negligent, oh, you exist kind of glance, but not much more. Garlos, following us up, cleaning up the round in more than one way, possibly. All right.
I don't think there's any spells that don't have a verbal component.
There are, and I looked, there are wickedly few.
Well,
It is
none
the-
that I have. Let's put it that way.
That
Or
hits.
they're-
Roll damage, sir. It is the, Silence 15-foot radius is the most annoying spell to cast on anyone. It's even more annoying when you cast it on a couple of stones and toss it out into the party before you go into melee.
Oh, motherfucker.
Need more points.
As a matter of fact, that is just enough to kill him. Garlos finishes off the Revenant. The captain looks at you, Ben, says, definitely not pleased about dying so early in their career. As a Revenant, I don't know if I can know.
Look good on Craigslist.
It did. It really, really did.
Rewarding pay. Easy hours.
LJ. Oh. Oh, I hit you last time, Ben. All right, so 2 hits on LJ.
See, there's a curse on you and a curse on you.
7 plus
Even Dispel Magic has a verbal.
22 is 29. LJ, 29 points of damage from the drow who's attacking you. And the other one, basically steps over and slaps Bash on the ass.
Uh-oh. Better make
Bash,
that
give
save.
me a Fortitude save, DC 19. I know, your Fortitude's pretty good. She did not realize what your Fortitude save was before she slapped you on the butt.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I might as well not even roll that, but I mean, there's
Don't
no
roll
way.
a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Even if I did, I'd be okay. It's a 19, right?
Yeah, but on that close of a roll, don't roll a 1.
She should have read his Tinder profile. He
Okay,
likes that.
38.
All right, you do not die. Instead, you take 22 points of damage.
Was that a fortitude save versus death?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what Slay
All right,
Living
I'm
does.
up
It
to half
slays
hit
the living.
points.
All right. So Ben successfully did not die today. Good job. Yet. Second, gotta finish healing. All right. Back to you guys. Top of the round, Frodrick again.
Okay, Vic. Let's see. Can I move 20 feet and make one attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's your normal move?
My
'Cause you may
normal
not be
move
able
is
to.
is 40. Barbarian
Yeah.
fast movement.
Yeah, you can move 20 feet and make one attack, yes.
Okay. Move me straight across to the west.
Um, no. If you're
Oh,
gonna try and squeeze between LJ and the if you're gonna try to squeeze between the centaurs, you're not gonna be able to get off an attack.
oh no, I meant through the hut area. Route my way through that, or fire from inside the
Okay.
hut.
You're gonna go into the hut and then across?
Across and a little bit south. Actually, can I fire from just inside the hut? Right there?
I believe so, Brandon. Is that not correct? You can fire outside. The hut doesn't stop.
Correct.
Yeah, the hut doesn't stop missile weapons, so you can shoot out.
Okay. I will do that. Let's see. And that is one volley, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. This should be a better roll, and it's also point blank range.
Yes. And she's looking at you as you stand in the hut, even though it is completely opaque from the outside. She's looking right at you as you fire.
Good. I hope she is looking at me. Let's
He's
see.
looking at you, kid.
At least somebody's looking at me.
See, that's going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that attack roll is 37. Does that hit?
37 hits.
Okay. They roll damage on that one. Let's see, that's going to be, let me put in the numbers. Actually, that's going to be, let's see, what was it? Oh, yeah, +1 for the point blank. Oh, not 156. There we go. Frederick just says that was a warning shot, bitch. So she gets hit with 50 points of damage immediately.
Okay. She fails to be appreciative of your existence and is basically glaring at you.
Good.
Good. Keep glaring at me.
Get in line.
Bash, your turn, sir. You've got two elves on your ass, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the female, or try to hit the female, I should say.
They're both females.
Which one's attacking Frederick? I want to hit that one if I
Neither
can.
of them are attacking Frederick. Both of them, one's attacking LJ and one's attacking you.
Okay. I'll just attack the one attacking me.
Okay.
That'll keep it simple.
Fortunately for you, that's the one that hates Frederick. But
It doesn't matter. I mean,
you couldn't get to him because of you. Now you're helping ameliorate that issue. So
35
she appreciates it.
Okay.
35 hits.
All right. 16, 25 for damage.
You definitely succeed in causing her damage. However, you get to take damage.
Oh, for crying out loud.
12 points of damage, fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even roll my spell resistance against you. I should have done that too. However, you definitely do enough damage to kill her.
Oh, cool.
She falls to the ground, her body already wasting away even further. Next is LJ.
Hey, do I get to use Greater Cleave and attack the next one?
If you have greater cleavage, you can.
I do.
All right, you may.
He has great cleavage.
Use that 38 double D.
Yeah. Let me see. 26 to hit.
26 easily hits this one. It's kind of funny. If the rolls were reversed, you would have missed.
I'll take it. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 18 points of damage.
All right. She looks upon you as if you were a gnat on the ass of a nearby flea that wanted to come by and say hello. Next up is LJ.
Okay. We're going to fire up the sewing machine and give her all 6 attacks.
You have been asked to make the crunchy noises. Go for it.
Doke. To LJ's character sheet. This over. Two.
Does exist.
Okay, those are my attack rolls.
Those all hit. Good job.
Oh, cool. That's amazing. That's
All right.
117 damage.
117. That will definitely do enough to kill him. All right.
Don't go. We still want to play.
Yeah, too
Oh,
bad.
man.
Hey, it's not their fault you killed him. It's yours.
I used to have a little drow, but she don't move no more.
What were we supposed to do?
Just
Fucking make friends
your
with them.
face.
Those revenants would have gotten away with it too if he weren't for those meddling kids.
Right? True story, man. All right. The revenants have all died, their bodies slowly decaying back further into the dust from whence they came. As a matter of fact, there is. There are some parts of them that are not decaying at all, actually, yeah.
Some magical goodies.
Well, Garlos is going to go and check. It says he's going to go check them. You can tell that the two-bladed swords were actual two-bladed swords. Garlos, the one on the ass end of Bash, seems to have not just the sword, but also a decent quality cloak and breastplate. They're all clothed. The ones fighting the two priestesses, had just drow chainmail and shields and daggers. And the officers each had a two-bladed sword and breastplate. One of them just had a nicer version, actually. Yeah. Basically, what happened is one officer and one of the priestesses you never looted because they fell into the webs down at the bottom of the pits. You may loot them now.
Is that when Frederick was doing his vertical walk downwards with
Yes.
with
That was
aerobic
back
bow
then.
exercises?
That was back then.
Okay, I remember that. I'd like to check the
If
priestess
you want to
myself.
unmute, you can hear you.
Did you log that stuff, Brandon?
What?
The stuff we got off these guys.
No. My bad.
Basically, 2 suits of chainmail, 2 shields, 2 daggers, 1 ring, 2 two-bladed swords. All of them had boots, the elvish type of boots, and cloaks. The 2 officers were wearing breastplate, but did not carry shields.
Okay, got it all.
All right. Is that what do you guys want to do from here?
Anybody want to identify the ring?
I can cast Identify on it, sure.
Okay.
Just because I get yelled at every game, I'm at half health.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I took a beating.
you did.
Better you than me, mate.
Yeah,
He's
Lev
got
is
more
also
points.
down 8 points of health.
Isn't that like what,
That's a
3/4 of your
full
health?
third. That's a full third of his health.
Yeah, Ben, what'd you take, about 80 points or something?
No, let me see here. To be specific, 114.
God.
Ouch.
God. Right, I can cast 2 Cure Serious on you.
Lev, you get 10 back.
Thank you. That'll bring him to full.
What did you cast on me? Sorry.
2 Cure Serious Wounds, so that'll bring you to 13, 19 plus. Uh, 33 health for the first one. And
What's that?
27 health for the next one. So that's a
Awesome,
total of
thank
60
you.
points.
Carlos
Yeah,
gives you another 23 with 2 cure moderates.
Oh, even better. Awesome, thank you. That's good. That's good. I'm only down 30 points right now, so that's.
I'm trying to give another 30 if we can. Nothing worse than dying because you didn't heal all the way up. You know, have you ever seen that? I've seen it way too many times.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I won't worry about this last 20 points. Done. Oh, I took
Rounds later.
Yeah. I wish I'd had those 20 points.
Literally happened in the last major fight.
We can't do first aid after they're dead.
Okay, I got you another 13, so you're only down 17.
Awesome.
Somebody give him 17 somehow.
I'll got a cure moderate wounds potion. Let me see how much I
LJ
can
is
give.
drinking the Cure Serious Wounds potion that he's got.
What?
He is now missing 3 hit points, so I think I'm good.
You got him? Okay.
No, he's talking about himself.
Okay. Well, here, let me give you the cure moderate wounds. 16 points.
Okay. Well, only that. Yeah, I'm good. That's plenty.
You're down like 1 point or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
literally.
can walk that one off.
Yeah, I'll be all right. Appreciate it, guys.
No problem.
Sorry to take everybody's potions.
You took
Ironically, if you had done a first aid before you started healing, he would have had that 1 point. You can't do it afterwards, though.
So have you the wing?
The wedding wing?
Yeah.
I do have the wing. And I would like to cast Identify upon it.
That's not. It is a ring of counterspell.
Ring of what?
Oh.
Counterspell.
Oh, cool.
A ring of counterspells. And you do note that the two elven priestesses look exactly the same.
So that's the same, probably like the same one that I've got from her clone or whatever.
Her twin.
Really? Hmm. Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys are just very funny creatures sometimes. If you had looted the temple after killing everyone instead of going home, Zach, can you hear us okay?
Mhm.
Okay. If you had looted the temple after going home, you would have found out that the two priestesses had exactly the same setup in their rooms as their sisters. Little friendly competition between the two of them um, kept them kept either one of them from actually ever achieving their full potential. Such is the nature of evil player characters. Evil NPCs. Sorry, not player characters. Evil player characters are so much better.
That's good to know.
All right. What do you guys want to do at this point?
Cautiously. Oh, go
Lev
ahead.
will immediately turn his attention back to his shiny rock down the path. Is there anything there?
No, nothing at all.
That was a diversion.
Yep. Rectamundo.
That's why I was preparing to look for them to the west. I figured they were going to misdirect us. Oh well. Once again, they left here with fewer hit points than when they came. So Ben's theorem is once again proved.
Why did they have a fire? Was that just a distraction?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we were just saying. Is yeah, the fire was a distraction.
Okay, sorry.
They
I
basically built a
spaced out.
fire, figuring you guys would start walking down that way, and then they would attack the people in the back. But you didn't go walking down that way. Instead, you sent out Frederick, who two of them wanted to kill anyway. So they were like, "Fuck it, we're good. let's take this monkey out while we can, see what else happens."
Yeah, so that got them to show their the ace up their sleeves.
Well,
And you
neither one
guys
of them were high enough to cast Leoman's tiny hut, so they didn't know how it worked.
exactly force their move, force their initiative.
All right, and what do you guys want to do? You currently have you still have the little ways down. You've got the two paths. The tunnel diverges off to the left and the right. On the left, you still have the tracks that have go to the left but don't come back from the left. To the right, you have tracks going back and forth to the right. To the right, the tracks going, and we can go back down to the
Oh, it's done.
picture of the
Fine.
map down below. There we go. So the yellow smiley face is the tracks to the left. Tracks go to the yellow smiley face. They do not come back from the yellow smiley face. The red smiley face, tracks go back and forth from that one. More people come from the red smiley face than anything. As a matter of fact, a very large contingent came a few months ago, but you bet you imagine.
But it's been a while since they came back, right? You said? Or you said one of them was old, much older
Correct.
than the other.
The large number of tracks that come from the right are very old. The red smiley face, the large number of tracks coming from the red smiley face are very old.
Then I would say then we go the other path, go left, the ones that are fresher. And I think that the
As
left
far as
is the one
freshness, they're both equally fresh. Like the few tracks that are recent are equally recent. Okay.
back. Okay. Suzanne, what was your intuition again?
Or the one that's the most recent.
Well, regrettably, they're both the most recent. Like,
Well, then the ones that have the back and forth. Not the one way. The one way could be they landed at a lake, at the lake, and like that's the way they got on a boat and left. Who knows?
Well, that's what we want. We want to go to the lake. At least from according to the map.
Or we can just skip both of those and go straight.
there's
No, there's
straight.
only
So
left or right. Yeah.
the
Yeah,
paper
sorry,
version
that's
that you have, the Dorina's map only shows one direction.
Oh,
But
so
you
there's
get
two.
to that, you get halfway across, and there's a fork instead of just one direction.
And
yeah.
then let's go the one I said originally, which was the left one. You know,
Okay.
it stays
Do any
left.
of you cleric bastards have the commune spell?
Yes.
That's a
Do you
nice way to
think-
ask for it.
Sorry, I'm
you
I'm
motherfucker.
mad because my spider could cast commune, and he's gone, so I'm mad.
But I don't commune
But
with
you
my
could-
goddess for no reason. What's going on?
Well, you could ask, which direction we should take towards Ermydra.
You know, I can ask up to 11 questions.
You got any other burning questions?
Well, I don't know, but I don't want to waste a commune spell just to ask my goddess, which direction should we go?
I'll also ask how we will cross the Lake of Shadows. What's the best way to cross? Because that's 17 miles of water, which is bad news.
Well, it would have been good to do that when we were in the hut, because I kind of have to concentrate on this.
Lev still has not left the hut. It's still there.
It is.
Yep.
Even after all that.
And Froderick's inside.
Lev is one of those religious members that asks for like a car.
Okay.
I'm the televangelist who buys the car with your money.
No. You ask your God for.
And that's for the winning lotto numbers this week. How about that?
Some items I need.
So what is when you commune, is that like a really high level spell, I take it?
It's a 5th level cleric
It's
spell.
5th level cleric spell. Okay. I'll take a moment to cast a commune spell.
Because I feel like that's our best shot besides just guessing.
Okay. Victor, I'm going to type some questions to you in the chat room.
Please do. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take Drow of the Underdark for 400 gold pieces. What creature is this most likely to kill?
While you're typing, I'm going to make some hot water for tea.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna bio break myself. Lev, you might think of some other creative questions that might be helpful. Like how much time do we have left?
That'd be a good one.
And what will we need to take with us or prepare?
I think commune spells are only yes/no questions. Hold on a second.
Okay, all right. I'm just talking to Lev, that's all. You can just ignore me, as you usually do.
A short phrase may also be given as an answer. If a one-word answer would
It's
be
a yes or
misleading
no
or
question
contrary
only.
to the deity's interests.
Which path? Here, I'll put in 4 right there. 4 out of 11. I'm sure Lev can fill in the other details. Be right back.
What's the name of the place we're going to?
Maramidra. Let me open up the Word document to figure out how that's spelled.
Nope, that's wrong. Nope, that's wrong.
Here.
Which the 2 paths? Is there a southern path and a western path? What does it look like?
West and east.
West or east?
Yeah. Or east or west if you prefer.
What is your... Yeah. Red. No. Blue. Ah! There goes Nunya. How many angels can dance on the head of a pin? Can God make a rock so heavy even he cannot lift it?
What do you want me to do with my life? Should I pursue a relationship with this drow I discovered?
Just typed a serious question.
That's a good one.
That is a
As
good
if ours were not serious. I mean, this is the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life.
Maybe we should ask if our outfits make our butts look big.
Right? Because you can't tell from this angle.
If these are the people Lev is supposed to be with for the rest of his life, can you just strike him down now?
Okay, so far I've got 7 questions. Victor, if you're listening, I'm not sure you are. Number 2, I replaced. So the
I
first
am.
number 2 is not correct.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome. I can only ask yes or no questions, kids. I got 3 more questions to ask.
Fuck.
How about is Glorious Chasm a better route to take than Asmir's Folly?
Victor, to number 1, I say lovingly to my goddess, fuck you!
You guys is pretty cool with that.
The monster.
I'm going to hold back 10 and 11 until I get the answers to my first 9. All right. So to that. So apparently, according to Anyanya, the western path is both the safest and fastest to get us to Mamudra.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I'm going to tell you more as it's come to me. It just takes a while. Apparently, the eastern path is not as good. You're right, I did, Victor, but I got the gist. I absolutely cannot tell you if the Spider Queen has actually died or not. There's just nothing coming through about that.
She's a Norwegian blue. They stun easily.
Apparently, we have all the resources that we need to get across the lake, and heading to Mamaja is the best thing that we could possibly do right now. And then there's a question number 9, I think, Victor. So given that, I have 2 more questions. Does anybody oh, you wanted to ask about the chasm thing. Here, I can ask that.
That can't be William Wallace. I'm pettier than he is.
All right, I have one more question left. I'm asking the question about, is Garth's Chasm a better route to take than Asmir's Folly? Yes, we should take Galaroth's Chasm. I have one more question left.
Oh, I know a question. The one I should have asked before. Why was that elven princess sad? The one that was at the bottom of the lake.
Sorry, yes, no question, brother.
No, a short phrase, as Brandon pointed out, is a
That
Is-
only
is-
works
You
if
answered a simple yes or no. That's what it says.
the phrase only works if a one-word answer would be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests.
okay. Let me think.
Yeah, you'd have to be directly dealing with the interests of his god in order to get more than a yes or no answer. The most he gets tends to be like some attitude to the question, to the response. Like he will get a flavor of the yes or no, like a strong yes or like it's a thing.
What's the name of the prisoner? Was it Reg? Is that right or no?
Yeah, Reg is the prisoner who you guys have saved. He's the only surviving prisoner left.
All right, I'm asking my 11th question. Sorry, I give everybody a chance.
One more question, huh?
All
Okay.
good.
A yes or no question.
I've already done it, so we're done.
Oh, we're done? Okay.
Done.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? That's a thing. Yeah.
So how much time do we have?
I didn't ask. I can do time, right? Because it has to be a yes or no question.
Well, then, is it less than or more than 30 days or something like that?
I didn't ask that. Sorry.
Too late. We'll just have to hurry.
You guys know what bio break means? Okay. Yeah, ask her that. Ask your goddess if you know what bio break means. I'm just curious. Because I can answer that, and I'm not a god.
And we have to figure out how to get Reg home. So if that's a planar shift or whatever we need to do, I think that we should probably get this.
I'm back.
Well, for the love of fuck, we are not the Peace Corps. Jesus Christ. We have proven that. Okay, I'm sorry. Doesn't matter what our intent.
Here, do this
We
thing
fuck
that you
what we
prove in
touch.
yourself.
Okay.
Do this thing that. Whoa, he's a kid. We have proven ourselves to be pretty bad at that type of thing.
Yes. We may be made up of good or neutral characters, but we do suck out loud to the outer realms on that one. That is the truth.
Being bad at something is not necessarily being bad.
Victor,
Yeah, I think we're what's called awful good.
Victor,
Good.
do I need to be with him in order to cast a plane shift? In other words, can I send him without going with him?
Just send him with a note to his mommy.
I missed why this happened. My volume was down. I'm assuming your god told you that we have to send him back.
I asked a question, and the response I got was that we should probably send him home.
Okay.
And my god has spoken, so I don't care what you bozos say. He's
Well,
getting.
no, yeah, it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just
Hey,
making
your
sure that
problem.
was the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, basically your goddess doesn't really have a need for this reg guy to hang out with you for the rest of your adventures.
So the question was, Victor, if I cast a plane shift on him, do I have to be
Oh,
with him?
I was
or-
muted. I was muted. Yeah, you could send him home with a plane shift.
Okay, well, I'll be casting blowing a 5th level spell to send this guy back to the tavern with a note attached to him that says, "Take good care of him. Make sure that he
Take good care of my puppy.
follows the ways of Anyanya until he is well, and then send him on his way as he wishes."
All right. You'll be able to succeed with that.
Great.
He is incredibly thankful.
2 5th level spells I just blew, kids.
I feel like Victor is in like some special organization where he needs to protect NPCs, and like he can only lose so many per game, or like kills his quota.
By the way, Zag, we do thank you for your sacrifice of your 2 spells. I do recognize that. Thank you.
No, it's all right, but when someone screams at me to cast a flame strike and I don't have it anymore,
I
you'll know
Cast it
I
now.
gotcha.
I feel
don't mind
safer
Zag.
already.
I don't mind Zag.
I know you don't mind. Thank you. Thank you for helping me to blow those spells. So apparently, as my goddess has told us, I believe it's the western path that we want to be taking.
Which is the one towards the red. If we consider top of the map as north, it's the one towards the red.
How about left or right? Did you ask that? Should we take the
Right.
left?
That's what he was asking. Take the one on the right. Is what his goddess said.
Okay.
All right. Good. Settle that.
Let's take that one.
You have a wheel of fortune behind you, John.
He knows that. I get the feeling.
Wheel.
Oh my god. I love you.
I'm gonna go get some tea.
All right, I just got some. I highly recommend it. You can have a sip of mine if you'd like.
Yeah, just kind of swap your windows next to each other.
Yeah, that works. Just hand it over. Can you? Oh, I got the keyboard wet. Okay, my computer's dying. I'm kidding.
Well, Liam's hut really worked good, didn't it? Making a shelter. That was better than getting attacked in our sleep.
True. All right.
Wake up getting fucked by revenants.
That's how remnants sound when they're having sex with you. That's all I got.
Silent running. Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
basically.
Rectal revenants.
Rectal revenants. That's it. All right. What do you guys want to do? You're basically fairly close to the fork.
So, whichever direction that Zag's goddess deity directed.
Okay. Towards the red. So you guys hang a right. Okay, so I gotta red shift my numbers real quick. Okay. The ground is pretty difficult. No. Right, it's cool. Sorry, I gotta manage the rest of the universe that doesn't seem to want to stop just because you guys decided to move or do something. You go for several miles. So traversing this area is okay. So you're casting invisibility. Okay, so, important distinction. I wanted to make sure I know. So okay, actually, thank you for reminding me, John. Let me get party order pretty please with sugar on top.
I'm bringing up the rear. Invisible.
All
LJ will
right.
take the lead. Lev will hang out somewhere in the middle.
Strategic question. Should I move up towards LJ or should I go back towards the rear and have a centaur on either side? What do we want?
Y'all want me to take point?
Actually, Frederick, you could be riding LJ. We've had really good success with that in the past.
Okay.
I don't think having a centaur in the rear as well is a horrible idea, though.
I've never been with a party so much that likes to write each other this much.
It's been really weird.
Blaz, you like to take up the rear of the party a lot. You could ride Blaz. You could ride Bash.
That would be no. Thank you for the offer.
Okay, I'll be in the rear. Anybody wants to ride me, they're welcome to.
Blodgett, that ass is all yours. All right, so Lev and Garlos, Blaz, where are you and your assistant going to be at?
Well, normally we would be taking up the rear, but since Bash wants to, then we'll just be
That
in front of him.
Yeah, that would be perfect because then I can turn around and face backwards and he can walk forwards and I can see if anybody's sneaking up on us.
All right.
You can ride
And
me
then I won't
backwards if
run
you
into
want to.
nothing. Huh?
That's
You
what
can
she
ride
said.
on me backwards if you want to. Then you can
That's
see
what I'm
backwards
saying.
and move faster. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that works.
All right.
I don't have to keep looking behind me. I can just look.
This is now the weirdest party going forward. You're carrying along on the fork in the road. I should have done this over there. Well, you know what? We're gonna just do it here. Come here. Okay, Lev stops to pick up his glowy rock. Frederick, you cast a daylight on a gem and give it to Bob. How long does that last?
Doesn't that last a while? I thought it did.
Yeah,
Hours?
how long? How long is a while?
Let's take a look. Hold on.
$10 minutes per level.
Oh, fuck that. Shit. Never mind. Sorry.
Lev has his because it's
Never
cast
mind.
permanency.
My bad.
That's okay. It's all right.
Well, thank you for asking. I'll think about it later if we're approaching something. It's very different when you're on a long path than when you're going room to room.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. All right. Okay. The passageways is roughly. It seems to like it narrow in a little bit on that. Okay, good. The passageway narrows down a little bit. It's maybe only 10 feet wide at this point. Put you guys back here, so I'm not going to put you where you don't tell me you're going to be. And then it opens up just ahead. Are you going to continue party order and go on through?
It's just we stop and recon.
Okay. How do you decide to recon?
Got Blodgett, don't forget.
Okay.
You want to do some scouting?
How about Blodgett? He's sneaky, good. And
Sure.
how about you take Bob with you, Blodgett?
Okay.
Okay.
That way we got communication.
Move silent and got to turn my
Blodgett.
video back on.
Bob is also
Give me a
on
roll
board.
on the move silently, please.
Move silent. 26.
All right. The passageway opens up to the left and right.
Is the right smaller than the left? It's like one like a big entrance where the other one's like a little offshoot, like a hallway.
No, they both seem to open up
Oh,
larger than
okay.
what they are.
Is it dark?
Yes.
Does Bob have night vision?
No, but what race are you? You're a
I'm a
hobbit, right?
halfling.
Yeah, you've got dark vision, or at least infrared, so you can see moderately okay.
And you're like, oh my God, just don't turn around. Whatever you do, don't turn around.
Didn't D&D used to have ultra vision and ultra light vision, right? Ultraviolet?
No, that was champions.
Champions. Okay. Wow. Long time.
Yeah, you can see about 30 feet. Oh, fucking piece of shit.
I'm gonna go right.
All right.
Just because I don't want anybody sneaking up behind me.
Not a bad idea.
And I'm gonna listen.
No need.
No need.
Right about where that A is, you see two stone giants.
Oh.
Behind us?
Hooray!
In front of us.
In front of her.
Where the A is. The
Okay,
A is
so
in
I
front of you.
silently move back and go back up L1 to the left.
All right.
And left.
Who all do we have in this party that can move silently?
I
Not
kind of can.
the horses.
Actually, Bash has a bunch of points in move silent. I made sure of that.
All right.
He's capable.
Not impossible. All right.
I want to see a centaur tiptoeing.
I really want to see this.
I'm
I
gonna,
want
I'm
to
gonna
go to
write
the left.
A centaur in a ninja outfit.
I'm gonna write to my comic book artist friend and have him draw me a picture of a centaur tiptoeing.
I think of it more of like the anime ninja run. That's how I do it. It's not a tiptoe, just a really quick run.
Did I see anything else?
No, so far pretty chill.
And I throw my arms back behind me when I do it too.
Were those stone giants talking or just standing there?
They were just standing there.
Interesting.
Silent.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going north.
Actually, don't have move silently. I apologize. That's incorrect.
I gotta double check something real quick.
Okay.
What? Don't do that thing you're trying to do, you stupid fucking computer. So, piece of shit. Sorry. All right. Get to another little divide. Logic, left or right? You
Right.
don't see anyone immediately in front of you.
To the right.
To the right. Okay. The right opens up.
Like a big cavern or just another big room?
Like a big cavern. Hold on one second. Stupid fuck.
Okay.
Sorry. I have opinions about today. All right.
You have opinions about today.
It's just been a day of weird.
It's a full moon.
Is that today?
When we went out and get our drinks just a while ago, I looked outside. It's a full moon. I was like, well, that explains a lot.
I mean, it really does. All right. You were able to see enough to see this in this room. I'm going to read you the description. Yeah, you're able to step to about here. You don't see anyone still, but you can see at the far side of this large cavern, the dark waters of a subterranean lake lap gently at the rocky shore. A massive natural stone column stands just in front of the water, and a second blocks most of a small alcove on the north wall. Near the lake on the north wall is another tiny alcove formed by the natural stone. Pulled up on the rocky shore are two enormous ramshackle rafts made from some strange white wood-like material. Huge lacquered bladders attached to the rafts provide for flotation. So yeah, these rafts are about 20 by 30 feet.
Like stone giant size?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna go back down the hallway where they came and come to the left instead of the right. Not all the way, no. Up there to the left.
Okay.
Mm.
In this room, you see nothing else unusual in this room.
Okay.
There is a large hole in the ceiling about 20 feet up. It's the only interesting feature there. Give me another move silently roll, please.
26 again. I got
All right, thank you.
Can I do a spot check to see if I can improve and see what I can tell that is?
What is?
The hole in the ceiling?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
15, 34.
Okay. You can tell that that hole seems to go up a bit.
Like a chimney?
It's a good 8 feet wide. And it goes up
A long way.
yeah, it easily goes up another 10, 20 feet. Like the ceiling here is pretty high.
Sure.
Yeah, ceiling is 20 feet up, and the tunnel goes up maybe another 20 or 30 feet. Oh, right. Fuck, forgot about that. What's your saving throw? Kidding. I'm kidding.
I was afraid there was an animal in there.
No, the thing that I forgot to tell you is that you can hear at this point, and we'll just say that you heard it earlier, but you can hear it more clearly now. Is you can hear the sound of a creature like a bear or a growly thing thudding around upstairs somewhere. And it's definitely coming from up here.
Okay. Do I take a saving throw for?
No, I was kidding about the saving throw. You don't need
Oh.
to say. I was just fucking with you.
Okay. I'm gonna silently move back to my party and tell them everything I saw and heard,
All right.
and let them make the decision on what they want to do next.
Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna get back on the centaur in the back.
All right, man. I can totally understand.
What is it?
What you guys want to do? If we had metal stone, you could just put the stone giants in the cave and seal it in.
Roderick should probably engage the stone giants. I got a +4 favorite enemy bonus against them. I don't know who wants to go with me. I was gonna say Garrus, but John just walked away.
LJ will go with you.
Okay.
Right.
You might let me lead.
Quap, 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 quap.
Yeah, you're
Quap, quap.
unless you can sneak as well as I can. Move
All right.
silently. Check my move silently. Hell is it? It's been a while. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Silent. Oh, hell yeah. It's the best one I've ever done.
So, Frederick, you're moving silent up to the opening?
Yeah. 30.
All right. And is anyone going to be going with them or no?
LJ is.
All right.
That
Are you
will
going to try to move
negate
silently as well?
silent.
I'm gonna do my best. I rolled pretty good, but my bonus isn't all that. 23.
All right.
I would say stone giants are the most perceptive.
And you know what? Since we're sneaking up on people, I will endeavor to put on a pair of those boots that I'm going to ruin really soon.
Okay. Please mark it off, because they will be trashed very quickly. It's one thing to walk in them, it's quite another to fight in them.
You assume we're going to be fighting.
I think you assume you're going to be fighting, which means you're going to be fighting.
No, that's a mind trick, what you just did right there.
Okay.
That's affirming the premise.
Yeah, don't tell me what to believe.
Sure.
Roderick is going to stick the wall
Mm-hmm.
on the on his right.
On the right? Okay.
Yep.
And
And then come knock his arrows.
Okay, the wall is stuck.
Okay.
Oh, wait. We speak giant now. Do we want to try and recruit them against the drow, or do we just want to kill them? Because they're a slave race. No bones about it.
Don't give up the element of surprise to try to recruit them.
Just saying. We can roll in
Diplomacy
there.
works best for you after you've killed about half their people.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
should just go on in and finish the job.
I know what you're alluding to.
Do they know about that? Do they know? They might not know. It's a
They
different
probably
plane.
don't know. They probably don't know.
How
Well,
would
They're
they know?
very far away
How
in a
would they
different
know?
race of giants. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys definitely would not know anything that's gone on beforehand. You can catch them by surprise.
Did they write books about us?
Books about
No,
us?
there were no survivors.
Well, you know what that
Actually,
means.
I don't
The
think
winners write
we
history.
really did anything to the stone giants per se. There were some that we came along the way.
Oh
But it's not like we rocked up into their lair and
Here you go, Vic. I got it in the
their
chat.
children and
That's my next move.
all right. Oh, well done. Immediate action, Joel.
Immediate action. Fire. Point blank. Full volume.
fuck.
You will then have to turn around, but yes, you can go around and fire. Um,
Attack. I take it attack rolls, Vic.
I take it, yes. You get one attack roll.
Okay.
You see 2 stone giants. Choose your target.
Okay. The one closest to me. +4. Let's see. That's going to be attack roll. +28.
That's going to hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Too bad. Point blank range.
You do get your giant bonus on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually, I'm just now adjusting for that. It's actually going to be, yeah, that's going to be pretty considerable. There we go. 25, 22, 18.
Okay. He's definitely wounded, but definitely also not out.
No, he is not. I wouldn't think so. Initiative?
No, because they had stones ready to throw at you. So 65. Good. All right. Stone and stone. Frederick AC. What is your AC, sir?
Against stone giants, it's going to be 29.
Okay. They did not roll as high for this as they did for their spot and listen checks, so they missed you. Initiative, please.
Yes.
Of course.
I have no initiative tonight.
I just rolled an 8, so it's
Oh,
everybody's
wow.
chance
Wow.
to beat me.
I rolled a 12. I mean, I rolled an 8, but it's 12 total.
Yeah. I rolled a 7. I got a total of 8. When I say my monsters suck at initiative, I'm really not kidding.
That's right. That's not the most important roll.
It's true. It does help, though.
It
does
can
help.
help, yes. Although it also gives you a chance to lay back and see what's happening.
Yeah. All right, top of the round. LJ, you see Frederick fire. You see 2 boulders fly past his head as soon as he lets off his shot. What do you do?
Okay. Well, they just threw the boulders, so they're not holding them anymore. LJ's going to go past him and engage.
Flippity clop.
All right.
Oh,
And I will attack one of them. Let's go for the one on the left.
Slithery slop.
You'll be able to engage this one this round for sure. If you want to come around a corner and attack immediately, you can attack him. If you attempt to go further and attack this guy, you won't be able to get, basically, that's where it's at.
Um,
Go ahead and attack.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would
I'm fine
like to.
with that,
I
yeah.
would,
Alright,
I
go
would
give
like
me
to
2
get my
attacks, please.
attacks.
Tackly Mackleys.
So we've got 31 and 36. The 36 threatens to crit.
Threatens. Give it a shot.
Okay, that one might not do it, but maybe we'll see. 11 plus 16. 27.
27 is going to do it. You'll crit with the 27.
Awesome.
Good. Good.
Good. Good.
Good.
So 10, 13.
Roll him damage and Blodgett. What are you doing, sir?
They got a
39
rip from the
damage.
excitement.
Well, since I'm all the way at the back of the party, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna hold my action in case we get anybody from the rear attacking us from all the noise.
That makes some good sense.
Feel Bob jumping up and down in your pack, silently kind of cheering and chittering in your ear.
Bash, your turn. What do you do, sir?
Bash will hold his action.
All right. And Frederick.
I'm going to fire at the one that I can. That's easy shot. I think that's the one that's wounded, right? Or
Yes,
that
it
the
is.
okay, all right. Yeah, 3 volleys.
Good to go. Lev, what is Lev doing this round?
Lev is pretty much just going to move up a little bit. Actually, he'll make full move round forward.
Let's see. And, 33. Then the rest. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll. Yep, I would say that's gonna 34. Okay, here it is. So the first one was a 20 critical threat and a 33, a 29, a 34. So I take it the 33 probably crits.
You got a total of 20 to hit?
Oh no, 20, I rolled a 20.
Okay. And then you rolled a 33. Okay, so yeah, that crits.
Yeah, okay.
And then the second and third also hit. Remember, the crit damage only applies to the first
One
arrow out of the
arrow.
3.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, all 3 of those hit
And then the +4 damage per arrow for favored
for
enemies.
giants.
Yep, that was. Let's see. Let's see, that's going to be. Let's see.
Underneath one of the monster's attack sections, I just wrote Gur Arg.
Okay, so
I think my point to myself was that if you attack this particular monster, by that point that the monster goes, I don't really care how much of its attack does damage, because that's not the monster that matters at all. It was just kind of funny. I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing, Victor?
Arg.
Mm-hmm. That's all I wrote. I was like, at the point that you're fighting this creature, just stop. Why are you doing the thing that you're doing?
last rolls. Not as good as.
I think that's the most intelligible DM note I've ever heard.
There we go. I think I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yep, there we go.
All right, that's gonna do her. The first stone giant falls to the ground with a thundering crash. The second gives a shout of anger and hatred and attacks. Well, he basically cannot reach Frederick, but he has a great club that can definitely reach the centaur. So
Pay for my sins.
Yes, LJ, pay for his sins.
That's what's about to happen.
One out of the two.
Armor class is
20
13.
points of damage.
Love you. Good night. Don't let the fox go 6 feet.
Will do. Thank you, Raph. You get some rest
All right.
yourself, okay, kid?
You said 20 points.
Yes, 20 points to you, sir. Um, one more thing. I think that's the end there. Yeah, it's just the ones. That's it. Your attack, top of the round, LJ.
Dope. Sewing machine time.
Sewing time.
Roderick rips his tail like a ripcord, and LJ's arms fly into action.
I rip my tail.
Yeah,
You
Roderick
pull
pulls
his
LJ's
tail.
tail.
You pull LJ's tail.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, like pull my finger, except this one's a much deadlier result.
Mm-hmm.
Pull my tail. Stick, stick, stick. Crit, 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 crit. Did anyone ever in here ever have a friend named Wes back in the day, like in the 70s and all that? 70s, 80s? Wes Pierce, that was his name.
I don't know.
And that was the time when that cooking oil, Wesson oil, was out. And they called it Westonality.
Oh my god. That
I
would
had
be
a friend named
hilarious.
Wes, but we didn't use that, and his last name was Combs.
Okay. We called Wes Pierce got called Westonality. Really sucked to be named that at that time period.
Okay, those are my attack rolls.
Well,
All of those hit. Good job.
Okay, let me confirm my crits. So we've got, third one is going to be 15. The lowest crit is a 24. Does that confirm?
No.
Okay, 26.
Yes.
All right, then I've got 2 that confirm.
Okay.
ooh.
That's 115 damage.
He laughs it off.
He does not die.
Oh,
Um,
I'm not used to that happening.
Oopsie.
he's not happy with you anymore. I mean, he was less happy at the beginning of this conversation, and he's now actively mad. Blodgett. You can definitely hear the sounds of combat up ahead. At this point, you do not see or hear anything coming from the back. You've moved to the back of the party to keep an eye on things back there. You don't hear anything coming out from the back.
Yeah, I'm still staying out with the rest of the back of the party, just
All right.
because.
Bash, your turn, sir.
Bash is going to I guess move up behind Frederick. Actually, how far can I move in a single turn? How far
Brandon,
can I
you want to
get?
give me a lead on that?
Your movement speed is 60, so a full-on dead run, you can move.
I'm all the way in the back too, and the terrain sucks.
60, well, it would be 240, right? Normally, but this
Something like
tavern is
that.
a bit uneven, so
So
you can't-
maximum is 120.
Yeah.
And Blodgett is sitting on him, so wherever he goes, I'm gone too.
Oh, okay. You're still
Actually,
sitting.
no,
Okay.
Blodgett, because you were in the caverns and came back, so you just came back through this way.
And I came back and then I got back on him.
Okay,
She did
cool.
mention that she mounted up.
All right.
Okay, I missed that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go as far as I can this turn without I don't want to be at a full gallop, but I want to be moving quickly.
Okay.
I'm
That
doing
will
my
put
math
you-
right.
That will put you about there.
That's fine. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Broderick, your turn, sir.
Okay. I can move in a bit, like 5 feet, to minimize the chance of hitting LJ. I think that would be helpful. But what will 5 feet get me then? Moving to the southeast. You see what that looks like.
5 feet to the southeast, essentially. You're trying to get next to LJ?
Yeah, so I don't hit him.
Yeah, you could definitely move up to here and do a single, or you could get right there and do a full volley.
I'll do a single shot. I
Alright.
think this last round will get him.
Yeah, you'll have a very clear shot right there.
Yeah, I don't want to hit LG if I can help it. Okay. I did not hit LJ. I hit the stone giant for sure. Yeah, it's like 30 to 33.
Okay.
Pretty sure that hits. Damage is the bonus. Let's see here. Here.
I just read your diplomacy check. Good job, Brandon.
Thank you.
Yeah. And these inbound arrows are merely a courtesy detail.
He as he dies, he says, I see your point. I think you guys might be all right.
Yeah, he definitely saw the point. It was quite an arrowing experience.
It was.
Quite an arrowing experience.
Yeah.
Y'all remind me of Piers Anthony.
Froderick archers his eyebrow up slightly like Spock.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
I love
Got memories, Vic?
Xanth was
Yes,
a great
it definitely brings it recurves the memories for me.
And out of deference to my enemy, Froderick bows before him.
Well, your enemy is dead, so there's no need for courtesies. Curtsies. All right, you have two dead stone giants carrying great clubs and with giant satchels to their sides.
Oh, I thought they had three. There were three of them.
No, there are two.
Oh, it's two. Oh, okay.
There
All
was
right.
always two. Always
Two
two.
both
There
two
are
giants.
the master
Always
and
two.
the apprentice.
Okay, let's check Master Blaster for treasure in their satchels.
They're stone giant satchels.
But they have nice little executives. What is that? Smithsonite?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what you got it. That's
That has a
exactly
little
what they're carrying.
three-digit combination lock, but the attaché itself you could open with a screwdriver.
One of them has some knuckle bones and a large chunk of mushroom.
Payday.
And the other one has some hairpins and large bits of stone that he was rubbing off to make things out of. Looks like he was trying to make a disco ball.
Who's taking the mushroom?
You can have it and trip out on it. Trip balls all through the dungeon.
You definitely can, Ben. You can take the mushroom if you want.
That's okay. I'm a little nervous about
Alright.
what that might be like.
You've got a pretty good fortitude save. You'll be fine.
That might also be, a great life-changing experience.
You already went from a human to a dryad to a centaur. I don't know how much more your life can change, buddy.
Well, that's why I feel like I should eat the mushroom. I need something to connect and make that experience meaningful.
Why, God? Oh, why? Yeah, that last one, we're
Yes.
definitely still wondering. We should have asked Zag's God about that one.
I mean, true. That would
Why
probably be
do
a
we
pretty
have
good
two
question.
centaurs in our party?
Why, God?
Why?
But Bash no longer eats living things, so I will just gently set the mushroom aside and hope that it goes back to its kind
Okay.
when it
Well, good enough.
decays.
You don't eat living things, so you only eat the undead or something?
No, I don't eat plants. I should be more clear. I don't eat plants.
Yeah.
I can only eat meat now, after having been a plant and communing with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm a carnivore, not because I hate animals, but because I love plants. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh my God.
Totally
Well,
understandable.
the real problem is I can no longer drink.
That's PTSD for you, man.
You can have honey wine.
Oh yeah, honey mead.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. I've been trying to think of something that Bash can do in celebratory situations now, and just to kind of relax a little bit.
Onigwang.
X-Lax.
What if it was brought about from a deity? Like Zag could do like transmute water to wine.
I mean, that would be okay, I think. Although I'd question the chemical constitution of that because
I mean, you should. But it's a thing. It's a
I
thing
only
that gods
tasted it a
do.
little bit. And it's really kosher wine, so it doesn't taste very good.
Oh yeah. But hey, dude, Manischewitz will fucking do the job when the job needs to be done. That's how it is.
What is the going rate for a therapist weekly in D&D? I'm curious how many gold a week that is.
You might as well drink Mad Dog.
Well, your diplomacy worked, LJ. I'm glad to say.
I think we very quietly need to go get these boats and take one of them and probably destroy the other.
Interesting thought.
Like we need to stay away from that hole and we need to get there relatively quickly.
I'm wary of boats.
I mean, aren't we all?
Oh, yeah.
Lev especially is wary of boats.
Just fly the whole way.
Lev remembers what happened the last time he got on a boat.
I mean, come on.
We're going to have to take some special precautions. I don't know, that L2. I wonder what the hell's in there. That hole.
Nothing good ever comes out of a hole.
I mean,
Not the ones that we fucked, that's for sure.
It's one of four things. It's a chimney. It's a dump hole.
My children would disagree with you.
Okay. Well, it's a chimney. It's a dump hole. It's an animal lives in there, or it's an escape route.
Okay.
Yes, but Victor, would you disagree? Because as a parent myself, I'm not sure that I would disagree with my previous statement.
Oh my god, you fucking
Holes are for
killed me.
stuffing things into. Yep.
Okay, all
Box.
right. You get to. I'm gonna pretend that this game has rails and see if we can find them. You
Get to L3.
so you guys are heading over to L3, is that correct?
Yeah. And what can
Yeah.
we see towards the back of L3? Looks like there's another chamber. Maybe an L4 or something. Oh, there's.
Fucking map somehow is what we have.
Actually, you know what we might want to do is actually take two rafts and keep them close together with a rope.
I'm okay with that strategy too. I just don't think we should let it sit there on the beach for somebody to follow us.
I think we ought to have a spare raft in case one gets capsized,
It's not a bad idea.
because I guarantee there is this lake has something living in it, and 17 miles of traversing it, something will be there, and it will not be a goldfish.
What?
Okay, there may be goldfish, but there will be giant goldfish.
I
Yes.
can't stand those cheesy crackers.
All right, so you guys have a 20-foot, or no, about a 40-foot wide beachhead. It's all rocky and whatnot.
We actually need to take the rafts just to have enough maneuvering room between ourselves.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make, is that you've got two centaurs, so unless everyone wants to get really, really cozy on a raft, you're going to need two of them in order to get anywhere.
Okay, I guess divvy up the party then. One centaur per raft.
Sounds good.
Well, I mean, at least one member of the party on each raft can sit on a centaur if necessary.
Oh my god, stop with the sitting on the centaur thing. What the fuck?
I'm
like,
not.
It's like a
Mounted
fetish for
combat-
you people.
Mounted combat is badass.
Yeah, it's a
H fucking Christ.
it's a Nolan pony show. Have you seen it down in Tijuana? It is awesome. Totally worth it.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't. It creates a higher center of
It's
gravity.
literally scarring. A friend of mine went and she was just like, I never want to describe it to anyone. Don't go. It's sad
Show.
and it makes you sad and you never want to think about it again ever. I was like, all right, cool.
Much more
Who said
entertaining.
this to you? Who related this?
It was a female friend. She was like, just don't do the thing.
Just don't do that pony show thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was not a fan. She was just not a fan. Maybe it was just her. I mean, I know you have a stronger stomach, so you could you could go to one and just be fine.
Yeah, if she had been a guy, it would have been on.
Yeah. I also had guy friends in the Marines who went. They didn't talk about it much afterwards either, but they were like, "Yeah, that's an actual thing that exists."
All right, I have donkey but PTSD.
Yeah, they didn't have donkey butt PTSD. That's true. All right. Oh yeah, that's right.
How do you sit and listen? No. Suzanne, how do you sit and listen to this and just not want to slap every one of us?
It's just pretty hard some days. But fortunately for everyone concerned, you guys are on the other side of what do you call this thing? Computer.
I'm just saying.
So it's hard.
I'm following Blodgett, actually. Whichever raft you take, I'm. What? Blodgett, I can't. You're muted.
I'm gonna be with Bash wherever he is.
Okay, I'll go with you and Bash.
Oh my god, it's like a fucking logic game.
It really is.
Really hate this raft idea.
Well, we need to think about the fact that we may get separated and we may land at slightly different times, and that could be a problem.
That's why we got to have different fighters and different rafts.
No, I agree.
The
I
issue
completely
is
agree.
if there's something that can navigate the water that wants us as lunch, that's about it.
Well, that's a whole other issue. If that happens, we're just screwed. I mean, what are we gonna do? Like, if it thinks
So-
the raft,
I'd like to avoid this situation if possible.
What do you
Well,
want to
can
do
you-
instead? Also, let me make sure that you guys are aware. You can see just like 50 feet out on the lake. You can see little islands. There's one right next to you, and there's another. Actually, hold on. Let me unshare this for a second because I got to double check to make sure that my map is not giving away more than it's supposed to today. I got to check my clothes, make sure you can't see my dirty undergarments.
In the meantime, can I make a suggestion to the party at large? Y'all think it would be a good idea to put a silence spell on the rafts to prevent the sound of our movement propagating
No,
lake?
No,
Okay,
no,
all right.
because if we do get attacked by something in the water, our one defense is magic.
Okay, that's fine. That's why
And
I was.
apparently
That's a
magic only
really good
works.
point.
Bash knows nothing about magic, but he has learned from being in this party that apparently magic only works if people can talk.
right.
Okay.
I'm gonna be on whatever raft that Bash and Blodgett and Frederick are not, because that would make sense given the logic game.
Yes, I
The
was actually
character
just
I-
about to say, I wrote out, I didn't write out, I placed everybody on the maps on the rafts that I believe you guys are going to be on.
Yep. You did good
Oh,
job.
but my one restriction is I cannot be on the same raft with the effing wizard, because wizards stink.
Do we have does anybody have a spell that can just like make the rafts float, like hover or fly? That'd be super useful.
And
Yeah, it's not Star Wars hovercraft. No.
Victor also sent you a message.
I got it.
So-
I agree.
You cast
Love, what
raise
cleric level are
X-wing.
you?
What?
You can cast raise X-wing fighter out of the swamp on the rafts. That'll do it.
Zach,
would actually.
what's your caster level as cleric?
I'm an 11th level cleric. Carrick is a 5th level cleric.
Okay.
How about this one? How about we cast sanctuary on the rafts?
It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
You can cast Sanctuary on people.
On a person.
Okay. All right.
Or not even on people. Well, I guess
Well,
you can.
a person.
Okay. Does anybody have nautical knowledge, like navigate watercraft in their?
You know what? As it happens, I think that's actually something that Laws has. Hold on. No.
Damn.
So I'm cooking up an idea, and it's a whole scheme. How
Ooh,
many
he's got a
times can you
scheme.
cast Airwalk right now, Zach?
No, sorry. It's a 3rd level spell, and a total between us we can cast it 8 times, and we've already used 2 third level spells, so that's 6 times.
What if we rest when we all get to the other side? That sweeten the deal?
It would only
How
give
long
us 2
did we
more.
go?
It would only give us
We
2 more
got-
third level spells.
How many hours passed between
It's
this?
it's 110 out. It's 110 minutes, so it's just a little bit shy of 2 hours.
Okay. All right.
LJ can run at 34 miles an hour. So he can get to the other shore and back in one airwalk.
I think it's a bad idea, but if you want to go for it, then yeah, I'll cast it on you. Let some idiot, one of the party, ride your back.
I mean, I think if I can keep us along like the edge of the water,
Victor is
I
turned
think that's
off.
I think that's a better idea than the rafts.
Victor's turned off his camera because he's laughing right now. Just to let you know, he's he's bent over in like hilarity.
He's practicing
Really
his
hate this
ballet
raft
moves.
idea.
And he's practicing his ballet moves.
That's also
Dude,
true.
I'm game. I will totally cast an water walk on you, and you You can, if that's what you'd like, I'll do it myself. I won't even have character. I'll make sure it's primo.
Yeah, I'll need the primo shit.
Yeah.
The good shit.
So can you cast it 1, 2, 3, 4 times? 4 times.
With 110 minutes?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate real quick. Are you thinking of
Somebody
ferrying
should.
one character across at a time?
I'm just saying somebody should. I can cast it 4 times.
Okay,
That is exactly enough.
Okay, but what happens to that character while you're ferrying back?
You are riding him.
What's that?
Oh, while he's going back, they'll be standing on the opposite shore, and they'll have Lev with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so you're gonna leave Lev with like 8 hit points and one other person to just stand there against who knows what, while the rest of the party gets taxied by a flying LJ. Am I understanding this playing correctly?
I'm open to ideas.
I can cast it. I mean, what happened to the raft? What was wrong with the raft? We have a
I don't-
raft. We have 2.
I don't like the rafts.
2 rafts.
I don't like the rafts. One of the
All right,
rafts
I'm
goes
not gonna
down,
make
half the party
rafts any
drowns.
better, but listen up. So this is what's going on. You can see, you can see actually fairly clearly these other things that are going on around you. Not even 20 feet away is a small, tiny island, a small, barren, rocky outcropping. 2 heaps of rocks appear to have been purposefully stacked up alongside each other, bearing sturdy iron chains. That's what you can see from this distance, from 20 feet away.
How many sets of chains?
2 heaps of rocks that appear to have been purposefully stacked up alongside each other bear sturdy iron chains.
1 set.
So there's 2 heaps of rocks on L8.
Sure. And then
Sure.
is the chain going in the water?
It's hard to tell from where you're at. You'd have to get onto the island to find out.
Okay, the
Over
island
here on L10, I'm not done. Over here on L10, you see a much larger island, and there's a building on top of it. Exactly. So that's what you guys can see from where you're at.
So there's a belch built on L10. That's
Yes.
no. Okay. Y'all want to check out L10 first?
God,
We're still in a cave, right?
Yeah, you are currently in the cave where you guys decided to stop.
But the water's in the cave, right?
Well, the water's not in the cave; it comes up to the cave's
Okay.
edge, like this rocky
Oh.
outcropping right
Dang
there.
it. It's got a
Okay,
spider
well-
climb across the ceiling.
If we're gonna go invade Japan and do the island hopping, I guess we may as well use the freaking boats.
Well, here's the other thing. If there was something in the water that's going to try and eat us, why are there rafts?
Because they were feeding the whatever's on the L8 and they probably came from L10 and brought food and then they went over to A because they're partying.
Well, I mean, like if there's some kind of water creature that wants to eat us, wouldn't it also want to eat whoever is usually
Not
using
unless
these
they
rafts?
fed it. What if they're looking
Okay.
for food for it? It could be their
Yeah.
pet.
Okay, that's a fair point, and that makes sense.
I mean, they're stone giants.
That's reasonable. I can buy that.
I do get a feeling that if we just set off on the rafts, we're going to get attacked very quickly.
Well, I also get a feeling that if we sit here for too long debating it, we're going to get attacked because that's another thing another trend that seems to happen to us.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's
I
that's
could cast
future
obscuring
moving us
mist
along.
over the water if you want, and we can try and pass unseen.
I like that idea.
Pass and scene. Okay.
Yeah, obscuring mist.
Okay.
That's normal on water, right?
That is, you can absolutely cast that on water. Basically, it's
Now we can't see out, right?
That's kind of the problem.
That's the problem,
Bad.
but I'm just saying if we get in a pickle, I can cast it real quick and then we can make a decision. It'll buy us some time.
Obscuring mist is basically a 20-foot radius around and above, excuse me, and above you.
Sure. So I'll hold
But
it
it's
as
also,
an action.
hold on. But it's also non-mobile. So obscuring mist, once you cast it, it's where it stays.
Okay.
Right.
So it would be a mist. It could cover the entire island area. So you can't see this. You could cover this entire island area here, and no one on L8 would be able to see you.
Would it obscure our vision?
It is. It's not total darkness,
Mm-hmm.
but anything more than 5 feet away, you couldn't see.
That
So
leaves
I
us-
hold it as
So
an
you would
action
be able-
in
you would
case
be
we
able
get in
to
trouble.
Okay, you'd be able to see enough in order to move and get on the boats and whatnot. Also, real quick, per the map and the wolf and sheep conversations previously, Lev is currently on LJ's raft. Blas, you were asking Lev to be on the other raft with Froderick. Lev, are you okay with that?
I guess.
Well, it's a smart move. That way you have spellcasters on each raft.
Right, exactly. Yes, that's exactly my intent.
You know what? Lev doesn't want to be on a raft. I'll fly.
That's also a legitimate move.
I will fly between the rafts.
All right.
A fish comes up and eats him.
fly high above the rafts. Higher.
No,
Flying
no
fish.
higher than that. All right.
It's like the flying fish from Super Mario just takes Lev out.
Right.
So I have to correct myself. I only have enough of the water walks to cast it for 3 110-minute bouts, just to let you know.
Okay. Um, suck. Bill.
My boy Bill.
Okay. So these are the rafts to make life a little easier for us all. And you fall into the raft. Oh.
The raft is actually a brown pudding.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a mimic. Really fucking big mimic.
This fucking huge ass mimics.
Fucking raft.
It's a doppelganger raft.
The rafts are bigger than the islands.
And they're identical twins.
I know, right? On the map, it's like, oh no, but according to the rules, they're 20 feet by 30 feet, so it's pretty big. And maybe it's a little less big because that's probably including the bladders that help them stay afloat. So we'll say they're about that big.
How is the footing on these rafts, Victor?
Pretty sturdy. You can definitely keep your space on them. So what are you guys gonna do?
Well, we're gonna sail past L8
Okay.
in the mist. Or no, we're not in mist.
Not
I
mist
hope
yet. Blodgett has basically is holding his action to cast the mist spell.
I suggest we do spot and listen checks as we move along.
You do that.
Okay. I will too. See what can you
Spot check,
detect.
I got a 42.
All right.
And a listen
Um,
check, I got a 38.
I don't think I can beat that.
Blodgett, you
I
can tell
rolled a
that
20.
On this island, on the large island, the exterior bears carvings of some type. They look like fish-like.
There you go.
They look like
Okay.
fish.
Yeah, basically fish-like carvings. You can't tell from this distance. You're like, 20, 30 feet away, but it's like squids and fish, fish-like humanoids. It's pretty hard to tell what the fuck someone's actually trying to carve in this whole thing, but definitely weird.
Hey, Lev, why don't you fly over there and look and take a look?
Yeah, Lev can do a little invisible scouting.
Oh, all right, cool.
I love sending our magic user over into dangerous situations. And
I
no
know,
one
right?
knows
It's the best.
it's the best.
The
Hey,
building
you.
appears to have been constructed from granite blocks. The exterior bears carvings of fish, squids, fish-like humanoids. The structure is shaped kind of like a large cube with a smaller square attached to one corner. Okay, cool. The entrance, and that's this right here, what you're in front of right now, is a stone door flanked by statues of fish folk. Like half fish, half human.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
No.
Kuatoa.
No.
What just
What's
happened?
Nothing happened. You're perfectly fine. God.
No.
What did you say that set them off?
Fish people.
I know what he's talking about.
We've seen fish people before.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Not like
Different
these.
fish people.
No. Kuatoa is what he's talking about. Low-level monsters, not really worth the fight.
Yeah.
I know.
Super easy to beat.
I
But the
definitely
whole
cast
around
Fuck Off
proposal.
Sunkissed on.
Aren't those the guys who can, like, create their own fucking deities with the power of sheer belief or something like that?
That's not a thing. No one does that.
I think something does it, and it's a bunch of like weak ass fish people,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes them dangerous in a big group. Because if they all
Oh.
put their mind to it, they can summon the toaster god to drop into the fucking lake and electrocute every single one of you. Because they think it'll happen.
That's not reality.
I think you're right. Lovecraftian.
All right, the
Oh,
little red
Lev,
dotted lines don't actually exist, so just ignore them. The white dotted lines can't hurt you. White dotted lines. Okay, to your left, as the tour guide is giving you a tour, on your left, a large stone column. Is that the one? Yeah, okay. Wait, where's that on the map? Oh, it is on the map, yeah. A large stone column dominates the center of this cavern. On the lake's shore, the floor by the lakeside is composed of tiny pebbles worn smooth by the unceasing motion of waves. You can see something white and, I don't know, maybe bone-like, scattered near the back of the cave and around its sides. Nothing else is visible in the cave. Nothing is coming out to get you.
I want to pass it up, keep going, or what's the
I want to
census?
get off of the water as soon as fucking possible. Victor, taking a look at the top of the structure, is it closed?
The structure to the right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does appear to be closed. Yeah.
Okay, and there's not like battlements or.
No, there is not battlements.
Okay.
There is a laser turret, however, mounted on the
Oh
roof.
no!
Laser
Laser
fish.
turret.
Yeah.
What
Fish
are
to lasers.
Suddenly you hear Star Wars music playing.
Oh no, it's the
Mhm.
god of infrared lasers.
That's the God of TIE Fighter attack. It's
What
George
are-
Williams.
what are the white lines? The white.
They don't
The white
exist.
lines don't exist. They can't hurt you.
Okay.
That's not a trap. It's just a reference to another part of the dungeon.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
They're really not.
Not a trap. It's not a trap that we can't do anything about.
Yeah.
Sure.
It also can't kill you, so you're fine.
Sure.
So you guys gonna continue on?
I I guess let Lev take a closer look at the that northern bank.
Okay.
I just want to make
Did
sure
this area over here?
nothing's there. Yeah.
All right. As you get closer, you can see it's a number of bones, most of them fish skeletons, others definitely humanoid, lie scattered around the cave. Further back, you can see a hole in the ceiling that was obscured by the column. Check one thing. Mhm.
Fucking Kuotoa.
Give me a spot check, Lev.
Oh no.
What?
Skill checks aren't what Lev does. Lev blows things up.
A spotted check.
Oh,
Oh
an
my God.
18. That's pretty good.
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
good. You did great.
So that's gonna be a 24.
All right.
And Lev will kind of decide, you know what, that's far enough. There's a hole in the ceiling up there. I don't want to go in there. I'm going back.
All right. You're pretty sure you made out some kind of um, crustacean thing near the back of the cavern.
Oh, fuck. Uh,
Giant lice.
Yeah,
God.
some giant lice before you decided to fly back.
Yeah, no, I don't want to check that out. That's
All right.
okay.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that just ends one way.
When was the last time you guys had lobster for dinner?
Well, the issue is becoming lobster's dinner. That's what I'm worried about as something like 3-4 feet tall. At most.
In this 3-star cave, we do not recommend you try the lobster.
No, wait, I'm tiny. At most, I'm 2 feet tall.
Yeah, you're about 2 feet tall.
Oh.
Damn, I'm a big pixie.
They all say.
That is what they all say. All right. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. Double check one thing.
How far away are we from the shore of this island, Victor?
Pretty close. You're like maybe 5-10 feet.
All right. Carrick and I will step off the boat across the water
Okay.
and over to the shore.
You have the ability to water walk, so yeah. Darlois says, wait, no, don't, because that's what John would do if he were here.
Is that what he would say?
That's what he would say. It's just John. He's very cautious. All right, what are you guys going to do?
Froderick goes to the other side of Bash and gets his bow ready in case something unseemly happens.
Blaz, you guys are standing on the shore on the shore.
Yeah, I'm just looking up at the building. Do I see any entrances or exits or anything that is of any interest
You
aside?
see one very obvious entrance, and that's it. And that's the door right over here that has the carvings.
Can I walk around the northern side?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll do that.
Um,
Being careful not to step on the white dotted line.
Good call.
Thank you. Do I need to roll a save for that or something?
Yeah, give me save versus random door. It's 16d6. Horrific save.
What happened?
Victor's just playing with geometry.
Yeah.
So many shapes.
I'm trying to be able to give you the entirety of the building. So wish. You do seem to wish it, so I shall give it to you.
Oh, there's so many things that I wish.
Well, I will give you this. You can't have everything. Where would you put it? All right.
In my bag, in my ginormous bag of holding, which would be part of my wish.
There you go. All right. You were able to walk around the entirety of the small island. Without seeing any other method of entrance or exit. The building and its attachment appear to be granite. Definitely worked heavy stone is what you've got in front of you.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to walk back across to the rafts because, I mean, unless you guys want to go on an adventure inside this building.
Really
You can
don't.
definitely tell that the statues are of Koatoas. They have the rounded bodies covered in fine scales, slender limbs with broad hands and feet, and bullet-shaped heads with bulging eyes and wide mouths.
So we with reverence, we back away and go back towards our raft across the water.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like the less actual interaction we have with Kuotoa, the better.
Okay.
Come on, these guys are so fun.
Oh, you're right. They're fun. Maybe we should. Like
They
we would
smell
totally die, but it'd be really fun.
It'd be really fun. I mean, yes, you would, but it'd be really fun.
He makes a convincing argument.
There you go. See? Okay. You're poling. Basically, you're using poles to get off across the lake. The waters of the lake are dark. A darkness so impenetrable that its surface reflects any light back to its source. Small waves and ripples zigzag across the water. Two islands, the small one close to the shore and the larger one farther out, break the surface of the water nearby. Zag, when you and your apprentice are walking across the water, at one point the water does, you definitely step on the water at one point, and you recognize that it is wicked cold.
Oh.
Yeah, it is amazingly cold. It's like hypothermia level cold.
Oh. Well, don't fall in the water, anybody. It's really cold.
The area that you guys are at is close to shore, is fairly chill. It's not there's not too many waves at all in this area, and the bottom of the lake appears to be pretty close, like maybe 10, 15 feet away. You're able to basically paddle across the lake, or along the edges of the lake. If I understand correctly, you guys are going to try to stay to the side of the lake. Is that correct?
Yes, stick the wall.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
Easier to not get lost.
You can see the cavern above, arching, 50 to 100 feet above. The water just is, uh, while absolutely dark, still clear and fresh and beautiful. Sorry, I've got to try to stop laughing here for a moment.
Yeah.
Zam, 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 zam. Okay. Yeah. You guys get a good, almost, I'd say, almost a mile down, um, before the Kraken attacks you.
Yeah, I fucking figured.
Okie
Um,
doke.
so yeah, we're gonna do.
We roll initiative or what?
Well, I roll Kraken first.
Okay.
Let me double check one thing. Well, you both have horses. Damn. Tasty treat that's hard to beat. Left odd, right even. Left odd. Okay, cool. Yeah, and we're gonna say that you're about this distance away from each other. Slides. Okay, we're gonna have to disregard everything for a minute. Wee little cunt. We're gonna pretend that you guys are much further away from these guys, because it's basically 18 rounds of travel before he attacks. So we're gonna say you're about a good ways away, about a mile-ish away. Oh, that's right. Lefties. I don't want clip art. I want tentacles.
Tentacles. Tentacles.
I'm sorry, I was not kidding when I said a kraken attacks you. All right. Everybody give me a list. Actually, specifically, Garlos. Well, Garlos is not going to be attacked because he's invisible. Blas, LJ, and Blas, your apprentice, each give me a listen check in order to
Okay.
not be flat-footed.
I don't think I have any bonuses to listen. Does that have to be a skill?
36.
Yeah, it's a skill.
Oh yeah, though then I'm not. Bilal rolled an 8. The apprentice rolled a 5.
All right. Well, you do not get your dexterity bonuses.
Yeah.
LJ, you get your dexterity bonus.
I warned them?
No.
Fuck.
All right. Oh, you got the long arms too. Well, good. So, LJ, what's your armor class again?
LJ?
Yeah.
30.
Okay, so I had that correct.
Fuck.
I have to roll higher than a 2.
Fuck off.
You what?
I have to roll higher than a 2 to hit LJ. Oh my god.
Ricky.
Okay, so LJ, you're grabbed by 2 tentacles. Blaz, I rolled higher than a 1, so you're grabbed by 3, and your apprentice.
But wait, do I get my improved grapple? Where I get plus
Oh,
4 on
that's
all?
next. That's
Okay.
next.
No, it hits, so it gets a free grapple.
Oh.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do the whole grapple thing. Definitely gonna do the whole grapple thing. Oh, Lordy Jesus. All right, LJ. So plus 24. Okay, that's fine. 27 plus 24. 51.
51. Whoa!
51 points of damage, and then we're going to deal with some grappling. He's not mad at you yet, so we're not going to do that. Blaz, you got short tentacles, so you got low rolls too. So 4 points of damage plus 18 is 22.
Oh my gosh, points of damage?
Yeah, 22 damage, and your apprentice got 23 damage.
Holy Christ, dude.
Yeah,
So low damage for you guys.
I just took 52. 51.
Initiative. We're going to do initiative, and then we're going to grapple, because I'm not going to let him grapple you immediately. I should, though, because he did touch you. He is touching you. You know what? He's touching you, but here's the rub. I'm going to let you guys, on your turn, you are in the midst of being grappled. He's touching you inappropriately. Hey! I rolled less than I rolled above a 10. I got an 11.
So your initiative is what, 45?
15.
Christ. I have a 17 initiative.
Good job.
Tarek and I. Dude, that sucks.
That sucks.
Well, there's only one thing I can do.
Bash, your initiative, please. It's sorely needed.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were rolling on the other boat. 21.
21. All right, good job. All right. Basically, it is exactly like that scene in Lord of the Rings when water just comes alive with tentacles and they lash out against Frodo and the other hobbits. Except in this case, it's
Frodrick and the other hobbits.
yes. All right. Immediately afterwards, you can do your attacks. Lev, you're flying above them and see this flurry of activity coming out of the water towards your friends.
I gotta really pull something out of my ass here.
Oh God.
Lightning tampon.
Titan.
You know, if I hadn't just been nerfed to hell and back, I could cast Gate. Fuck, I don't have any items.
Oh, he didn't even use that yet. That can't be right.
Oh. LJ, something you might try? Thunder Duck might work.
God.
Oh, this is Lev going first, yeah.
I know, but still.
Okay. Frederick, you're up next. Do you want to go ahead and go while he's researching spell activity?
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cast Prismatic Eye.
All right. Prismatic Eye. Which one is that?
It is the spell called Prismatic Eye. It creates a visible orb that can produce ray effects duplicating the beams of a prismatic spray. I can move the eye up to my speed as a move action, but it cannot go beyond the spell's range, which is going to be like 230 feet.
Okay.
And I can have it fire a ray as a free action once per round, starting the round it appears. So right now.
All right. Go ahead and fire your ray if you wish.
Okie doke. That's going to be a
Planar
ranged
shift.
touch attack. I could send it to another plane.
That is. I know if the yellow one hits it.
They wouldn't be
24.
happy about it.
Does a
I'm saying the
24 hit
other
it?
plane would not be happy about it.
Yeah, especially if it was the desert plane.
Send it to fucking Mechanus.
Yeah.
Does a 24 hit the touch?
24 hits to touch.
Okie doke. Then let me open up prismatic spray effects. Okie doke, that is the yellow one. So give me a reflex save versus 80 points of electricity damage.
Yeah, I can do that. Actually, first give me a d20 roll, please.
It's got spell resistance?
I'm sorry, this is a fiendish kraken.
Victor.
That's any Kraken. Get to Kraken.
I mean, if you guys had actually conversed and done diplomacy with the stone giants, they would have told you about the kraken and offered you to ferry it across. But no, you chose violence.
What if you guys just put everybody on LJ and then give him airwalk and have him
one
walk
time.
over to the other?
Yeah, I could run at 34 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Kraken's not gonna know what to do with that.
In the air. Fuck. 14 on the die, plus my caster level is going to be 27.
All right, good job. And what is this? This is
A reflex save versus 80 points of electricity damage. The save is 12 plus 9, 21.
all right. Creature appears to be electrified with the experience of you. Frederick, your turn. What are you going to do?
Back up 5 feet to the northeast and fire a triple volley into the center of mass of where the tentacles are coming from.
The tentacles
Actually,
are coming
not
from
that
underwater.
northeast, Victor. I'm actually going. That'll work too. I mean, because that's okay. Either one's okay. Yeah.
So the tentacles are coming from underwater.
Right. So you see where they're starting at, basically?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit, maybe a few feet to the southeast of them. Just
Okay.
where the arrows still have enough velocity to pierce the water and still do damage.
All right. And just double checking, your regular bow is I know it's a strength bow, but what else is it?
It's a
not
composite longbow.
Okay, it's a composite longbow, and then you're firing what kind of arrows?
Okay. +1
Okay.
magic. Okay.
All right. And you haven't cast any other spells, so go ahead and roll.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. And let's see what else is there. Okay. I think that's think that's right. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? I am. Okay, those are the attack rolls.
Oakley dokley. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
And next up, sorry, I've got to look something up real quick. I apologize.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay, that was that makes sense. That makes sense.
Are these things evil, by the way, Victor?
It's fiendish.
Fiendish, yeah, I would think so. Okay. It doesn't make any difference on the damage, but I was just wondering. Let's see, and that's actually 2, and then the next set. Ooh, good. Something there.
All right.
And then-
Sorry for the delay.
That's
Bash,
all right.
your turn, sir.
I will hold action.
All right. You're a centaur on a boat. Not a bad idea. LJ, you are being grappled. You can do a grapple check now, or we can do something else.
We're going to do a grapple check. LJ is going
Alright.
to become enraged.
God.
There we go.
To
Thank you, Joel.
increase his strength a little bit more and give him an extra 28 hit points.
Okay.
Okay. So his strength is now 34. Let's do that grapple check.
Let's.
So 28. 38.
38. You might just because he's got a -20 since he's trying to grapple multiple creatures at the same time. Hold on. let
Oh
me
my
check
god,
that
that's
out.
my saving grace. What?
Yeah. Well, you're huge or smaller, so yeah, we're good.
Fuck. What's his grapple bonus? Like plus 50?
44.
What the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Fiendish
grappled.
Kraken.
He continues to grapple you, sir.
Ah!
He's only got a 24 because he's grappling 3 people at once.
Well,
So,
oh my
there's
god.
some, you've got some benefits here. There's some good things going on. All right. And next up is Blaz.
I'm going to drop a blade barrier across the water to cut off the tentacles.
You cannot cast spells with somatic components while
Oh,
being
come
grappled.
on. My hands on. I can't just do this.
I mean, break free, motherfucker.
I can't break free. He has a 44 grapple.
He's only got a 24. He's grappling multiple people. You're a monk. Do some monk
You can
shit.
do
I
it.
don't know what monks do. Do whatever monks do.
Come
He's
on,
not trying to
Shaolin
dominate
Temple.
you this round, so you're fine. Sorry.
Okay.
Use drunken monkey tactics.
This
Ooh,
was
drunken monkey.
Goddamn motherfucker.
Sorry.
Was about? I wasn't calling you that. I'm the situation. Okay. Well, I'm going to use both evasion and improve grapple, and try to get the fuck out of this.
Evasion is just for reflex saves.
Well, isn't it grapple?
Yeah,
reflex?
it doesn't help. It doesn't
No.
help for grappling. Sorry. All right, improved
So I
grapple.
got a +4, and plus my dexterity, right? So I've got +5.
Right. Give it a shot, brother. Ooh, I rolled a 5. What'd you get?
Hold on, I have to find my die roller.
You could get out of this. You could do it. It's not impossible.
Can't find my die roller.
All
Give
right.
me a second. Too many windows open.
Or,
Fucking feel you.
yeah, if this was an easy adventure, first level characters would be in here with us.
Yeah, there's a reason your goddess was like, you could send him home. He'll be.
I rolled an 18, so 18 plus 5 is 23.
You rolled an 18
Yeah,
and you got a 23.
I get plus 5, right?
You didn't get any other bonuses? Sorry.
No, what other bonuses do I get? I
I
get my
don't know.
grapple
I don't
bonus
know.
plus 4. I get my
Your-
dexterity bonus and
No, no,
plus
no, no,
1.
no, no, no. Your strength bonus, not your dexterity bonus. Just your strength bonus.
Oh,
Is that higher?
yeah, that's much higher.
Good. Okay.
Well, not much, but somewhat. I think it's plus 4, plus
All right.
3,
All right.
plus 3. So it's plus 3, plus 4 is plus 7, so it's 25.
Yeah. Sorry. I rolled a 5, so I got a total of 29.
All right, well, we're fucked.
All right. You want to roll for your apprentice to try to get out as well?
Why not? 4. He rolled a 4.
I rolled a 14 on that one, so we're not talking.
Boss, help!
Oh, Jesus.
They're at least going to try and stand up while they're being grappled since they can walk on water.
They
so
can definitely stand up. They can definitely stand. I gotta double check this damage again.
Because you just killed my acolyte. If it's any more than
I'm
20 points. So I got 20 points of damage left, so.
gonna do a lot more than that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, that damage is correct. Do you still have the wish ring?
Can Carrick is can Carrick touch himself to heal his own wounds as his action?
Yeah.
Knowing that it's fucking fruitless,
He can
that he's gonna
touch himself.
actually break free of this.
Oh, Jesus. No more wish rings, huh?
There's one.
There is one?
There is one more wish.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll damage, and you guys tell me what you want to do. So the Kraken does a constriction on the people who he is grabbed. I am honestly very sorry about this turn of events, guys.
Are you?
I really am, because there was like I did not imagine you would end up here. Blas.
Yes.
Um,
You are dead.
13 plus 54. 67 points of damage.
Well, I'm not dead yet.
That's good. Your apprentice gets 61.
Okay, he's dead.
LJ, you only have 2 tentacles on you. So
Yeah.
you only take 36 plus 7 is 43 points of damage.
Only.
Minus 43, you said?
43, yeah.
Okay.
All right, and he's going to.
You know, I don't put a lot of I don't complain a lot, but I really should have been able to use one spell. So
I
that's
hear
it about that.
I hear you.
Thank you. I don't have a whole lot of superpowers. I don't roll 20s all the fucking time.
Wasn't I holding an action though?
Your action is next, actually, Blodgett. I was just checking to see what he's going to cast. Sorry. He will cast that. Okay, cool.
I'll have 56
So
points of
that's- Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So he casts that. Good. No Nothing unusual occurs. Blodgett, your turn.
I'm casting obscuring mist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh,
Please
don't,
don't.
don't,
Please don't.
don't!
Please don't.
Jesus, that'll kill
Yeah,
us.
then I won't.
I need a
Jesus.
target.
Yeah, we're the only things fighting right now. We need to see. Sorry, that's.
Ben, you also
Okay.
had a held action. Does
I can jump off the. Can I jump to the shore with? Do I use jump?
yeah? Well, not the shore. I mean,
Well,
where you
what's
guys are,
Jump to the wall,
you've
I
just
guess,
got
with
the
spider
covering
flying.
wall against you.
it's a wall?
Yeah, just the covering wall is all
Oh.
that's to your side.
Then can I use my crossbow then?
Yeah.
And then I gotta go because cats are flipping out.
Flipping out cats.
Yeah, because it's
We'll
late
definitely do that.
for
Yeah,
them.
cats know what time it is.
Yeah. Does a 19 hit them?
19 does not succeed in getting through its thick, crackety, rubbery hide.
Yeah, and that was the highest one I had, so.
All right.
Yeah, crossbow is not gonna work, guys.
All right. Bash, did you have a held action? Do you want to do anything?
I mean, the only thing I can do at this point is jump in the water and hope that the kraken just eats me and lets go of the raft.
Eat you.
Well, yeah, like I don't have any, like I don't have anything I can hit him with.
I see what you're saying.
Bash, you did have a bow in your bag. Don't you have a bag of holding or something? Or
I had a what was it? Yeah, so at one point I did have a crossbow, but I have no idea what it does.
I can tell you right now, Ben is very correct in his thought process that the best option for like, party savior type stuff is for him to attack.
okay.
Is Bash dude?
So you're gonna leap in and
Yeah, let's do it and see what happens. Screw it.
try and
I've been
attack.
dead enough
I will
times.
let you leap in and try and attack. You can definitely get to the tentacles that are holding Blaz,
Okay.
or you can try to surge farther deep underwater and attack the creature's head. But you can definitely get to. You don't know how long the tentacles are, so
Yeah, I want to attack the tentacles.
Okay.
And see what happens.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty important. All right. Tell me about your sword real quick.
Hang on, let me look. It does. I have 3d6 off the top of my
What
head.
kind of sword is it again? I know it's a great sword.
It is a large dragon fang greatsword. Has a +1, does 3d6, +9, and has acid.
All right. Good. No, go for it. Do your attack.
All right, 17 plus 37 to hit.
All right, that definitely hits.
Okay. Then 23 for damage.
All right. You can't tell that you're making any damage to it, but you definitely gotta give it a good whack, a little whackety schmack.
Okay.
It's 10:17. I'm really debating on whether or not to go another round because we just lost. We just lost Zag and Suzanne. And we don't have John here for Garlus's turn as well. So I'd like to go ahead and end it here, because Garlo still has a move that he could make this round, and maybe it's something that's beneficial for Blas and everyone else. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah,
You don't
just
Makes
know
one,
what we
sense.
get.
just
All
one
right.
question, Victor. Did the
Anything,
arrows
yeah.
seem to have any effect?
Not that you could tell.
Okay.
Not that you could tell. Yeah, there was no it had no noticeable change in its attack. In its attack pattern or speed when you hit it with the arrows.
Okay. Did the lightning bolt or electricity seem to affect it?
That did. It seemed to slow down for a quick second there.
Okay.
Okay, so where we're ending right now, the people who have not moved, the person who has not moved is Garlos. The Kraken goes next. No, the Kraken did already go. It constricted. So Garlos, we'll see what Garlos is going to do, and then we'll end the round and begin with Lev at the top of the round.
Right.
You've already got a magic prismatic eye going.
I'm really just banking on sending this thing to another plane.
Yeah, definitely something to bank on, man.
I just hope the rest of the party doesn't go with it.
That's an interesting, yeah.
Shit, that would happen, wouldn't it? Because it's holding it.
We could definitely debate that. All right, we're gonna
Okay.
wrap it up.
I'm down
All
for a
right.
debate next
You guys have a
time.
good
We'll start
night.
back up next time. Thank you very much, guys.
Yep.
Thank
have a
you.
Good
night.
luck.
Have a good night.
Too.